To the BYJU'S exam prep, the most comprehensive GATE and EAC platform. So guys, today we are here to analyze the electrical paper और इलेक्ट्रिकल का क्या क्या कितने क्वेश्चन आए थे, कहाँ से क्या आए थे, और एक तो अपडेट आपको दे देते हैं बिल्कुल ऑथेंटिकेट अपडेट कि there was no MSQ.
So this time once again IIT, whether it is IIT Mumbai or Kharagpur, so they are not maybe probably able to design the MSQs in electrical.
CS में सर अच्छा
It's more or less the same pattern, like yesterday, last year CSE 13 MSQs were there around, I think today 15 MSQs. Electrical last year 0, this year 0. Electronics last year 0, this year
question mark. At this particular moment
it's going to be less. See, we predict it's going to be single digit, or single digit maybe less than 5 only. Even if there is,
sir, ये expect हम ये कर रहे थे कि यार MSQ इस बार आ सकता था, मतलब
we were expecting less only. I mean, I was expecting 3-4, but उतना भी नहीं हुआ. But no issues, guys. Yes, it is no MSQ officially confirmed. And we have come up quickly with the analysis of the session, and we'll brief you about the major highlights of the session. We will tell you about the distribution of the questions, how subjects were weighted and all. We will tell you about the difficulty level, and immediately after that we are going to start solving the questions.
And expected cutoff also.
That will be at the last. So you have to stay tuned till the last, because after getting the answer key you may be able to decide your marks, and then at your marks what you may get, or especially what is the cutoff, what is the expectation for toppers, top 10, top 20 kitne pe aana chahiye, all those things. So the god of our system. Electrical, Ashutosh sir.
Thank you so much, sir. And I think the guys are going to be highly excited, because once again the GATE examination has come up with a pinch of surprise that there is no MSQ question. And we all were expecting that at least there will be at least 5 MSQ questions are going to be there. But no problem, student. As always, GATE examination gives you a lot of surprises. But the most interesting part was one day before morning we were discussing that how is going to be the difficulty level of the question paper. And we were thinking about that it is always going to be moderate. It is never going to be extremely easy. It is never going to be extremely difficult. Always it is moderate, and that is what this year also we have got the level of the difficulty paper, difficulty in the question paper. So friends, join fast and share it among your friends. We are going to have some of the most accurate, you can say, answers. We are getting memory based, and we are going to have one of the most authentic live analysis as usual.
Yes, paper was nice. Yes, definitely. और जो क्वेश्चन आए थे वो थोड़े से कुछ सब्जेक्ट के क्वेश्चन तो बहुत ही ज्यादा मुझे लगे कि इवन पेन यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं थी. कुछ सब्जेक्ट के क्वेश्चन में इवन द डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के जो क्वेश्चन आए थे सर, मुझे नहीं लगता पेन यूज करने की भी जरूरत था.
बिल्कुल the type of questions you told me, so it was like
but if this type of question is basically coming now, they are basically going to you can say that the increase the competition.
Yes.
Because if the question paper is easy, or you can feel, then definitely the competition level is going to be high, क्योंकि सबकी मार्क्स आएंगे, वो सभी सॉल्व कर देंगे.
बिल्कुल.
तो थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट आना जरूरी होता है. And guys, please share among all of your friends. More than 100 people are basically live. Only 46 like, how is it possible? So एनालिसिस करने वाले बहुत ही जबरदस्त तरीके से ऑथेंटिसिटी के साथ और फुल authenticate result के साथ दोस्तों. So please share among all of your friends. Yes, Chirag, there were no MSQ questions in this year for the electrical. CS में आए थे. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में क्या आएगा, लास्ट ईयर नहीं था. इस साल में मुझे सर इलेक्ट्रिकल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स ऑलमोस्ट लगभग बराबर ही रहता है.
बिल्कुल.
तो मुझे नहीं लगता, जब इलेक्ट्रिकल में नहीं दिया तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि सर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में भी आने के चांसेस.
हाँ, but let's not predict, because once again IIT Kharagpur is this year full of surprises. But yeah, definitely if there is MSQ in electronics, that's going to be very less than 5. Less than 5, उससे भी कम होगा, maybe 1 or 2, but less than 5 surely we can expect in the electronics.
Yes.
CS paper 15 MSQs were there. So yes, guys, the biggest update is there is no MSQ. So come on, everybody, do share the session to all your friends so that we start discussing and we begin up the discussions here.
Yes. Sir, I think I am just waiting to get my questions solved, because some of the questions I have solved the questions, core questions I'm going to solve. So you please both carry on. Sure. And I hope that we are going to have the best of the analysis this year also.
Yes.
And there is a complete team. Complete team is working backstage. Okay. We just 3 are in front of the camera, but we have a complete full strength. Every subject is going to be dealt with extreme accuracy. And definitely we are going to come up with all the solutions, so all the memory based solutions. So guys, enjoy and keep on adding more and more students, and we are going to come up with the solutions. So over to you, sir.
बिल्कुल सर, थैंक यू. तो सर क्या करें, बच्चे तो भी सर बहुत ही कम आए हैं स्ट्रेंथ.
Yes. I think we planned at 6:30. The students maybe are not aware. We have come live before the 6:30. Yes. So guys, yes. Slides.
Okay, so guys, that is the
refresh. Just a second. Let us refresh once so that the data gets updated.
share. ओके गाइस, सो जल्दी से जल्दी अपने सारे दोस्तों को शेयर कर दो यार, सो दैट मोर एंड मोर पीपल विल जॉइन द सेशन, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गिव द सॉल्यूशन बिफोर द 500 नंबर्स, राइट? सो मेक इट 500 गाइस एंड शेयर अमंग ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स. अपने सारे अपने को नहीं पता कैसे पहुंचेगा भाई, सारे के सारे दोस्त को एक बार शेयर कर दीजिए कि मोस्ट ऑथेंटिसिटी के साथ, मोस्ट एक्यूरेसी के साथ यहाँ पर एनालिसिस होने वाला है. सो एवरीवन, सर क्या कहते हैं, स्टार्ट करें? थोड़ा बताना शुरू कर देते हैं.
Let us give the analysis of the paper first. Yes, sir, move on to the next.
Yes.
So 0 MSQ, that is the highlight already given to you. Okay, overall paper was easy to moderate. General aptitude, see, this is the updates we have got till now. Okay, I have received 2-3 aptitude questions. According to that, I will place easy to moderate, but I am yet to receive 7 more questions. So let's wait, and that is what is the updates coming up from the entire team. Those who have appeared in the paper, the students, and our known members, those who have appeared in the paper. Questions from EMTL were tough. Let me also check the questions. I mean, I will come live very soon with the EMTL questions also. So, of course, no MSQs and 33 plus 22. That is the ratio between the MCQs and NATs.
NAT.
Right.
So, there were no MSQ questions, guys. And next, let's discuss about the paper. Sir, कौन सा क्वेश्चन किस सब्जेक्ट से कितने मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन आए थे? So everyone, for the signal system, if you'll discuss, then there were 4 questions, and that is 2 marks question, right? So total 8 marks आए थे signal system का. In the last year also, if you'll compare with the last year, last 2 to 3 years, you can feel approximately the similar number type. Sir, signal का अलग 8 से 9 नंबर हर साल पूछा जाता है.
Signal around 8 to 9 is there for.
Sir, in the electromagnetic 7 marks.
So this is a surprise. This is a surprise for electrical guys. Usually electromagnetics, which you expect for 3-4 marks or maximum 5, they put it as 7 marks. Okay, so interesting. But anyways, guys, it's a short syllabus.
Machine, as we know, in the machine, sir, machine की अगर बात करेंगे, yes, 7 marks.
Yes. Machines as expected. That's core.
Machine core है, देखो यार, 12 to 13 marks का जो है वो हर साल ही पूछा जाता है. In this year also 12 to 13 marks question they have asked. Analog circuit, right? So MN sir भी हमारे साथ हैं. सर, analog circuit का कैसा रहा सर?
Actually, I have not seen the questions. We are busy with making this analysis part. Anyhow, good evening, guys. Welcome to the session, and we'll be coming with the questions. What are the questions and the solutions and answers we are
almost
giving?
पर सर लगभग 4 से 5 से 6 नंबर का एनालॉग आता है. इस बार भी लगभग अराउंड 7 मार्क्स का एनालॉग आया है. तो अप्रोक्सिमेटली जो ट्रेंड है उसको उन्होंने फॉलो किया है.
Yes. Only thing is, I think they have put 1 or 2 more marks in analog as come digital से कम कर दिया. Digital
actually for the sir in the syllabus if you feel
it is a one subject
digital and analog electron.
Correct.
Yes.
So टोटल 9 to 10 मार्क्स का रहता है, तो इन्होंने एनालॉग से थोड़ा ज्यादा कर दिया. डिजिटल का अराउंड 3. सर वैसे लास्ट ईयर भी देखोगे तो 3 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन आया.
राइट.
सो अराउंड 3 to 4 मार्क्स इन द इलेक्ट्रिकल. ऑलवेज दे आर आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. इन दिस ईयर वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन, मतलब ऐसा क्वेश्चन आया था, जोर से चिल्ला दोगे ना तो क्वेश्चन खुद ही आंसर बोल देता. मेरा आंसर ये इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन
I have seen 2 control system questions till now. 2 क्वेश्चन मेरे पास आ चुके हैं, and both were like I was trying to find what they are trying to ask. I think the question itself is answer. I was trying to find what they have asked, but the question itself is the answer. That easy it is, right?
Yes.
So we'll discuss that also.
Yeah, we'll be showing you the questions and answers also, as Chandan is saying. When you make it 500 students, we start giving the solution.
Yes.
Yes, guys, questions are ready.
Solution.
Yes, questions are all ready. Almost we have received 30 plus questions, or 35 questions. So we'll be presenting it. Yeah, please continue.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Power systems are, I think, little bit down this side because usually around 10 marks.
10 to 11 marks
usually easily. There power system 8 marks this time. Control system 8 to 10. 8 to 10.
Every year 8 to 10 marks. So expected.
This is okay.
Circuit में थोड़े कम हो गए. Circuit also लगभग 10 नंबर का आता है.
9 to 10 for electrical circuit is fixed. So this is on a little lower side, I believe. Power electronics around
11.
10. So that's a good expected. This is again as expected low.
Measurement का always you can feel because
3 to 4 marks, but this is even low this time.
Yes, और measurement also ना sir, direct we cannot expect कि whether this question is the measurement, because measurement question is always with the combination of the other subjects also. So maybe in the power electronics you can feel 11, पर हो सकता है कि कुछ question जो है वो power electronics के साथ merge होके आ जाए measurement का आया.
Right. So maths and aptitude, they are fixed. We can't do anything like that. Okay. But maths में interesting thing is कि 6 question they have directly put for the 2 marks. 6 questions directly for the 2 marks, and out of the 6, 2 questions I have received. मैंने check किया था, and both were like very simple questions. Okay, एक decreasing function पे था, wavy curve method से जैसे हम solve करते हैं, and one was based on the PDF. Sir, direct PDF question was there on the mathematics.
Let's discuss or compare with the last 2 years also कि trending क्या रहा है sir last 2 years.
So let's move ahead, sir. Yeah, so this is the overall distribution in the form of pie chart that we are able to say. Yes.
So guys, in the you can feel the general aptitude 15 marks, signal system 8%, EMFT 7%, little bit higher in this side. Almost हालांकि लगभग 2 क्वेश्चन आते थे, 3 से 4 नंबर का आता था.
3 to 4 is normally expected, but this time it's a good go.
Machine is the as it is right 12 था, 10 to 12 रहता है ये मशीन का. Maybe sometime it is higher also, but 12 marks that is the sufficient. Analog डिजिटल को कम करके एनालॉग में कर दिया. ये मेरे साथ नाइंसाफी हो गई है सर.
हाँ, कोई बात नहीं सर.
बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ाया था बच्चों को, और बट वो यूज नहीं आया. कोई
that is what is the beauty of this paper. You have to prepare everything. Sometimes this will be more. We don't know before going to paper. Nobody is magician, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have to be prepared. That's what is
power
the
system little bit low. Generally we are expecting 10%, but
yes.
Here the 8% only. Control system 8 as usual. Electric circuit little bit low. Power electronics 11%, little bit high कह सकते हो, लगभग 10 नंबर के आसपास का
9 to 10. But that is okay. Core subject में they know.
Measurement very less 2%, और mathematics 30%.
Is fixed. That is fixed. We can't change. Okay, sir.
Sir,
this is the comparison from the last year. So see, that's what we are able to see. Last year, you are able to see EMFT 5, this time 7. If we go to a major comparison, see, last year, as sir was also saying, electric circuits was 11, and now it is 7 this time. So this is a broad comparison of 21 and 22 that has come up in front of us. Right, maths aptitude fix होता है.
डिजिटल का फिक्स ही सर 2 और 3 नंबर का ही आता है. इनका 3-4 लगभग का आता है. एनालॉग का भी 7 मार्क्स का लास्ट ईयर था 6 का था. नाउ द 7 मार्क्स. सो अप्रोक्सीमेटली यू कैन फील अ लिटिल बिट whatever that we have expected into the last year, na, the similar type of the paper.
And that is what core they keep on shuffling. See, last year power system was 12, this year it is 8.
Yes.
Last time machines was 8, and now this time it is 12. So they have shuffled the weightage of power system and machines. Right. So refresh, sir. So
Okay.
guys, some questions are being typed and uploaded. Question received तो बहुत सारा हो गया, but we are typing it and uploading it. Right. Let's see what questions are ready. Whether the digital questions आप देख रहे हैं ना?
नहीं, डिजिटल पहले आप एप्टीट्यूड का करा दीजिए. 2 क्वेश्चन है. ओके, सो गाइस, वो भी स्टार्ट कर देते हैं हम बहुत ही जल्दी, बट प्लीज शेयर अमंग ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स सो दैट मोर एंड मोर पीपल विल जॉइन द सेशन एंड गेट बेनिफिटेड गाइस. राइट, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. सर क्या करें, क्वेश्चन शुरू करें कि बच्चे तो सर ज्वाइन ही नहीं कर रहे हैं अभी?
Yes, guys. Come on, do share the session. Let everyone join. We know that questions are ready with us.
Yes.
Okay, and some of the questions are typed and uploaded also. Come on, guys, do share.
बिल्कुल. सो गाइस, प्लीज शेयर अमंग ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स सो दैट वी कैन स्टार्ट. राइट, एंड सर लाइक का भी रेशियो सर मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. अराउंड 50% लाइक ओनली वी हैव.
Hey guys, not also 50% only. How much you are showing? 62.
ओह, सो गाइस प्लीज लाइक दिस सेशन ऑल्सो. और सर इसके बाद सर एक चीज और, इलेक्ट्रिकल के पेपर की अगर बात की जाए, अगर मैं एनालॉग की बात करूं तो ऑलवेज वी हैव कंडक्टेड द वन सेशन आल्सो इन विच वी हैव गिवन द आइडिया कि विच टॉपिक इज इंपॉर्टेंट, फ्रॉम वेयर वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट द क्वेश्चन. एंड ऑलमोस्ट सर सिमिलर ही जो हमारे जो कोर सब्जेक्ट में तो हमने डिस्कशन नहीं किया, पर जो कॉमन सब्जेक्ट में डिस्कशन किया सर, वो अप्रोक्सीमेटली जो हमने एनालिसिस किया था,
Exactly the more or less the same. Little bit
yes.
fluctuation is there.
Yes.
So yeah, mathematics. I have received 2 questions. We'll come up with more. That was very easy. Yeah, Srinivas, don't worry. All subjects will come up. Okay. All subjects will come up. So I think, sir, let's get started a little bit with the discussion.
Yes.
People will keep joining.
तो करें, शुरू करें सर?
Yes, sir. I think which questions are there first of all?
Sir, this is the general aptitude question.
Okay, aptitude question is there. बहुत बढ़िया. So guys, okay, and stay tuned. And Chandan sir will be joining for digital questions also. Okay, control system की भी सर शायद questions है, तो आप बने रहे तो we can discuss the control system also, because
मैं भी अपना input दूंगा उसके अंदर.
And with this, guys, to motivate you, Sanjay Rathi sir is also live into the session. So a warm welcome to Sanjay Rathi sir, guys. Do have a warm welcome of Sanjay Rathi sir. Yes, Ashu sir, Ashutosh sir, all are going to come live. They are preparing they are getting the core questions.
Ashutosh Saxena sir, Ashu Jangda sir,
every
Vijay Bansal sir.
So guys, any answer for this one? Come on. The price of an item is 10% cheaper in an online store S compared to the price of another online store M. Store S charges ₹150 for delivery. Oh, so some typo error is there. ठीक है, इसको हम लोग सही करते जाएंगे. Right. There is no delivery charge for orders for the store M. Right, a person bought the item from the store O's and saved ₹100. What is the price of the what is the price of the item at the online store S in rupees? If there are no other charges, then what is described above? Okay, 2250. I've got some options. Garima, Hemant, Sai Priya, Sashidhar. 2250 is what students are commenting. Guys, come on, everybody, quickly. Thoda tezi se bolo. So this is very disturbing.
Read लीजिए, बस read लीजिए. Perfect.
ठीक है. Yes, guys. So let's get start discussing this one. Okay, so many are coming 2250. बहुत बढ़िया, आप लोग अच्छे से करके आए.
देख रहे हो सर बच्चों को, मतलब मुझे लग रहा है सर इतिहास रच दिया है.
Yes, the price of an item is 10% cheaper in an online store S compared to an online store M. मतलब S में जो price है 10% cheaper है than M, so it should be 0.90% of M. 10% minus कर दिया. But store S, it is although offering cheaper price, but it is 150 delivery charge. This is asking for 150 delivery charge. Right, no issues, we will pay delivery charge. They are giving at the cheaper price. Okay, there is no delivery charge from order of the store M. A person brought the item from S and saved rupees 100. S सस्ता दे रहा है. So what is the price offered by the S? Is 0.9 M, but plus 150 na? Yes, plus 150 delivery. Okay, what is the price offered by M? Is M. Okay, a person bought the item from store S and saved rupees 100. Matlab, when I take the difference, M definitely is, this should be less than M. That is why person brought the item from S and then also still saved rupees 100. So M minus of this quantity, right, this should be equal to the 100. So M minus 0.9 M, 0.1 M, okay, is equal to, ये वहां जाके shift करेंगे, so that is the 250. So what should be the value of M? That is 250 is divided by 0.1, that is the 2500. So what should be the value of the S? 90% of the M. And when you take 90% of it, so that is 2250. Very simple question, right? And guys, it is 2 marks. Oh my God, ये तो देखा ही नहीं मैं. This is 2 marks. It is so simple. So basically, one equation question, one equation based on the very simple percentage concept, and students have answered. Guys, maybe I see 1 or 2 options 2500. So guys, they are not asking for M. ये आपको ध्यान रखना है. कभी-कभी students से यही गलती होता है. Solve सब कर लिया, but whether they are asking the price of S or M, that is not known. Okay, that is you don't take care about. Okay, the correct answer is 2250. With this, let us proceed to the next question. Next question के लिए इसको मुझे erase करना पड़ेगा. ये चला.
Snapshot, guys, if you require.
If you require, you can take the snapshot, or you can just rewind and take the snapshot.
Provide you the PDF also. The every Telegram channel will provide you the PDF.
Right. So let's move ahead to the next question. Next question यहाँ पे जो मेरे पास है. Yeah, that is again aptitude, guys, syllogism based question as we usually expect. After that, we are discussing the control system question also. Given are the 2 statements and 4 conclusions drawn on the statements. Some bottom are cups, some bottles are cups. ये है bottles. Some bottles are cups and all cups are knives. So only some of the, guys, what is the method we use here? Venn diagrams. There are some bottles which are also cups. मतलब कुछ bottles हैं जो cups के साथ common है, right? We know in syllogism, whatever is the statement given, we have to assume it as true. कुछ भी बोल दें, okay? भले बोल दें कि मैं चंदन जाऊं और वो राकेश तलरेजा जाए, सही मानना पड़ेगा, right? That is what is syllogism. My name is Chandan Jha and his name is Rakesh Talreja. आप argue नहीं कर सकते. If that is the syllogism question, that is the ethics of syllogism question. What is the statement? That has to be taken as true. And based on that, what is your decision taking capability? What you are able to conclude? That is what syllogism is all about, right? So guys, ये हो गया. Bottles are cups. All cups are knives. Now guys, all cups are knives. We know that means cup will be the subset. Yes. Cups will be the subset of knife. लेकिन there will be the 2 cases. Okay. There will be the 2 cases. All the cups are within the knives. But what about bottles? Nothing is given. तो मैं दोनों केस ले लेता हूँ. बात इतनी है कि cup should be inside the knife. So there are the 2 cases for the cups. देखिए, there are the 2 cases for the knives. Okay. Now based on this, what are the conclusions? Conclusions देख लेते हैं. What are the answers given by the loved students? Okay. Till now, D. बहुत. Now see, अरे यार, if some bottles are cups, knives. राइट, सम कप्स आर ऑल्सो बॉटल्स. ओके, ये वाला ऑप्शन है क्या कहीं पे? ये नहीं है. तो चलो एक एक करके चेक करते हैं. सम बॉटल्स आर नाइफ्स, सम ऑफ द बॉटल्स आर नाइफ्स. इज इट ट्रू? गाइस टेल मी, इज इट ट्रू? इज इट ट्रू? चलो ये यहां पे आ जा रहा है. सम नाइफ्स आर कप्स, सम ऑफ द नाइफ्स आर, इतने सारे नाइफ्स हैं, उनमें से सम ऑफ देम आर कप्स. सर इसको हम अंडू नहीं कर सकते ना, शायद
अंडू नहीं कर सकते. कोई नहीं, वापस बना लो सर.
चलो कोई नहीं, वो दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम हियर. इसको अंडू करने का कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं है शायद ना. ओके गाइस, नो प्रॉब्लम, फिर से बना लेते हैं. ये वापस पेन लाना पड़ेगा. चलो इसको सर नोट पे ले लेते हैं, दैट इज मोर बेटर. यस गाइस, यहाँ पे आ जाते हैं. राइट, सो क्लियरली लेट्स मेक अ क्लियर पिक्चर हियर.
डिफिकल्टी पेपर का यार देखो, इजी टू मॉडरेट था पेपर का लेवल.
सम बॉटल्स आर कप्स एंड ऑल कप्स आर नाइफ्स. ओके, ये दो गिवन है. सम बॉटल्स आर कप्स एंड नेक्स्ट क्या गिवन है मेरे को? ऑल कप्स आर नाइफ्स. ये दो स्टेटमेंट मेरे को गिवन है. ऑल दी कप्स आर नाइफ्स, इसीलिए मैं बोल रहा हूं दिस इज नाइफ्स और सॉरी और दिस मे बी द knives. Okay, these are the two cases for the knives, right? So already students have commented on the D answer. अब क्या बोल रहे हैं? Conclusion number 1, 2, 3, 4 चारों पे चलते हैं हम लोग. Okay, some bottles are knife, some knives are cups. देखते चलते हैं. Okay, some of the knives are cups, right? Okay, there are so many knives. Out of them, some of them are cups. Yes, sir. Okay, ये भी बिल्कुल true हो जाता है. One हमने डिस्कस कर ही लिया था. All the cups are. सर ये correction.
Bottles.
हाँ गाइस, दैट इज टाइपिंग एरर. ऑल दी कप्स आर बॉटल्स, ये समझ लेना. क्या ये ट्रू है? राइट, ऑल दी कप्स आर बॉटल्स. नो, ओनली सम ऑफ दी कप्स. ओनली सम ऑफ दी कप्स आर बॉटल्स. ठीक है, तो वो फॉल्स हो जाता है. एंड ऑल नाइफ्स आर कप्स. ऑल दी नाइफ्स, राइट, आर कप्स. ऑल दी नाइफ्स कप कहां है? ये वाले जो नाइफ्स हैं, दे आर नॉट इक्वल टू द कप्स. सो दैट मींस दैट इज आल्सो रॉन्ग. सो व्हाट आर द करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स एज पर अवर ऑब्जर्वेशन? वन हमने पहले ही चेक कर लिया था. राइट, सम, पहला वन वाला मैंने बोल दिया था ना, सम बॉटल्स आर नाइफ्स. सम ऑफ द बॉटल्स आर knives, right? Yes.
1 and 2 D.
Okay, so correct answer is option number D. इसको यहाँ पे मार्क कर देते हैं. Some of the options are option number D, 1 and 2, right? Some and 2. चलो, moving ahead to the next question. अरे sir.
Yes, Kush will give you the idea about ki how much marks are. Basically, we can say that the safe score. What should be the safe score? What the rank you will get according to the, you can say that the marks, कितने marks पर आपको क्या rank आपको मिल सकती है? Refresh.
कर दिया. Let's see what are the other questions coming up. Yes, I think sir ये control में count कर S domain है, control में लिख भी सकते हैं, but this is more like
network.
This is more like a network question, right? So मैं यहाँ पे लिख ही देता हूँ. This is more like a network question, right? Because it's asking you to categorize on the basis of transfer function. Yes, guys, what is the answer for this? Right, what is the answer for this? आएंगे Supreme. There is some Nyquist plot question also students are asking. Let us see if we have got that. Yes guys, what is the answer for this? AS plus B upon CS square plus DS plus C, right, is equal to HS. Is equal to HS. His नहीं है वो. It is equal to the HS. Guys, A, B, C, D, F are positive coefficient. It will perform what? Yes guys, what is the answer according to you? It will perform what? Right, if you put the low frequency, what should be the answer? If I put the S tending to 0, I get B by E, which is a finite non-zero gain, and the denominator degree is more if I put S tending to infinity, right? Continuous time domain है क्योंकि, ठीक है, discrete domain में अलग फंडा होता है. So continuous time domain है. If I put the S tending to infinity, denominator degree is heavy, so S tending to infinity पे answer will be 0. तो high frequency पे gain 0, low frequency पे gain high. तो please hide this, वीर भाई. मेरे को कमेंट्स नहीं दिख रहा इसकी वजह से.
Close ball.
नहीं अभी I'm not able to see the comments of the students. Yes guys, what are you commenting?
उस पे हाइड कर दीजिए. Close ball.
क्लोज भी नहीं कर सकते. चलो let me check here. मैं अपने मोबाइल में चेक कर लेता हूँ.
ये सर बच्चे कमेंट कर रहे हैं.
हाँ, I want to see what students are answering before we answer, guys.
ये देखिए सर, no MSQ CS वालों के साथ इंसाफी हुई.
Yes, MSQ तो guys डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. Yes, guys, some are telling D. Yeah, now it is fine. Yes, correct. So Navya has come up with the correct answer, I think. Navya says 1. So guys, basically when I'm trying to say, okay, yes, coming to that also, Varun. So it's going to be basically a low pass filter, right? S tending to 0 pe B by E, that is a finite gain, and S tending to infinity pe it is. Manish also now comes up. Yes, because it is a very simple question. I was expecting you to answer. Naveen aa raha hai. Ab aa raha hai ekdam sir flow mein students ke answer. Yes, A is the correct answer. Right. Then some students are telling B. So Chandan sir, how it is B? Some students, guys, correct it up. Right. अगर मैंने S tending to 0 put किया तो I am getting the B by E. Right. And when I put the S tending to infinity, denominator की degree heavy है तो सीधे सीधे limit का rule है. That will converge to 0. So how it can be the high frequency? It is the low frequency. Right. चलो. Next question की तरफ बढ़ जाते हैं हम लोग. Right. Yeah, so it is low pass filter. वाह,
बहुत ही बढ़िया सर.
बहुत ही बढ़िया. The range of K for stability, guys. How simple it could be.
And the equation is quadratic only.
Right. Okay. चलो check कर लेते हैं. Check. It's not performed.
पीछे दिखाओ सर.
नहीं, here it is performed. Whatever the data we have, it will not perform. It will not perform. Okay. नहीं guys, I think sir Chandan sir वहां पे जो question आया था it will perform only. Guys, what is the question according to you? Because this is memory based. It will perform. That as per the data that I had, जो question मेरे पास आया था, it will perform. That is what the question I think I had. Right. That is why sir यहाँ पे शायद students अलग answer बोल रहे थे. Now they have started saying A. Correct. Guys, will memory based है. आप लोग comment कीजिए actually what the question was. We will get it corrected. No worries. Okay. है ना, हम इसको check कर लेंगे आगे जाके. Let us go to the next one also. What is the range of K for stability? Memory based, Navya. See, official questions will come only after IIT gives. This is like students like you who have given the question. Okay, and we are taking the input from the questions.
No issues. We'll cross check.
We'll cross check.
Also, don't worry about that.
Guys, second order range of K for stability, guys. Second order range of K for stability. What more you can expect? What is the characteristic equation? Right, 1 plus K divided by the S square plus 4S minus 5 equal to the 0. So S square plus 4S minus 5 plus K. That is the K minus 5. Second order hai. Don't need to think about RH also, because second order mein, if all coefficients are of the same sign, this is plus. So K minus 5 should be plus, and that means K should be greater than 5. Option number. This is simple. No ambiguity here. Right. Laddu question. Very simple. This is a very simple question of the control system. Right. Moving ahead to the next one also, guys. ये लीजिए
सर. एक सेकंड कैंसिल करिए इसको कैंसिल करिए इसको सर एक बार.
हाँ.
एंड रिफ्रेश.
Yes, it is done. Moving ahead to the next question.
अरे सर डिजिटल
आगे चलिए सर.
अरे सर डिजिटल में आप सर
one more question was there from control sir. I think अगर not done yet.
Okay, no issues. So guys, this is the question asked sir. अब इस क्वेश्चन को देखिएगा राकेश सर. So everyone please respond for this question. The question is basically given. This is the memory based question, guys. The maximum clock frequency in megahertz of a 4-stage ripple counter utilizing the flip-flops, with each flip-flop having the propagation delay of 20 nanosecond. What should be the answer you will get, everyone? क्या आंसर आपको मिला इस क्वेश्चन में? Yes, अनिकेत, बहुत ही बढ़िया. 12.5 megahertz. Always you have to find out into the megahertz only, right? Megahertz only. So everyone quickly respond. यार एक बार 350 people are basically live, and the respond are basically given by the very less people, right? So शशिधर बहुत ही बढ़िया. 12.5 बहुत. अब देखो यार डिजिटल के क्वेश्चन कितने आसान आए थे, right? Very easily you can understand, guys, this question. कि sir 4 stages given, so we already know that for the each stage one flip flop is basically required. Screen is not clear. I think it is clear, right? So 4 stages is basically given, so definitely the n equal to what? The 4 is basically given, right? Now, each flip-flop having the propagation delay, that is called nothing, it is just a 20 nanosecond. अब आपको एक चीज पता ही है यार कि f clock should be always less than equal to 1 upon n top PDFF flip-flop का propagation delay. And if you want to find out the maximum clock frequency for the ripple counter, the maximum clock frequency is equality is going to be hold, that is called 1 upon n top PDFF. अब n कितना दे रखा है दोस्तों? 4. Propagation delay 20 nanosecond into 10 raised to power minus 9 per second, yani means nothing, it is just a hertz. So in the mega, if you want to write 1000 upon 4 into 20, that is megahertz, and this will give you 12.5 megahertz is the answer. So 12.5 is the answer. Everybody responded correctly. बहुत ही बढ़िया, right? Yes, Shashidhar, absolutely correct. So it's a very easy question, normal question, and very soon, guys, we are going to start sir कौन सा power electronics. बहुत ही जल्दी. One more question is there, and just after that we are going to start the core subject, because I know that all the electrical students are basically waiting for the core कि sir power electronics करा दो, power system करा दो. So guys, very soon we are going to start it, right? So absolutely the 12.5 megahertz is the absolutely correct answer of this question, guys. चलिए अगले क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं, right? एक और क्वेश्चन आया था दोस्तों, and that question is one more. अरे यार ये तो मतलब even in the first year of people who having the basic idea about the counter, now they are going to solve this question. Mode 2 counter is cascaded with the mode 5 counter, then overall become right, it will be become, अरे यार already we know that कि sir whenever the mode 5 on, we already know that mode M counter and mode N counter is basically cascaded, so overall will become what सर, इसका बन जाएगा मोड M into N. इस क्वेश्चन को और इंटरेस्टिंग बनाया जा सकता था, बट दे हैव आस्क्ड वेरी सिंपल. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड 2, दिस इज कॉल्ड 5. मोड 5 into मोड 2, दैट इज कॉल्ड नथिंग, इट इज जस्ट ए 2 into 5, that is called nothing, it is just a 10. So 10 is the absolutely correct answer. Everybody responded correctly. और इस क्वेश्चन को, इस तरीके के क्वेश्चन को और इंटरेस्टिंग बनाया जा सकता था. हाउ? कि इंस्टेड ऑफ 10 they will use the BCD also, because we know that the BCD counter is also. तो मैंने एक क्वेश्चन को, इसी तरीके के क्वेश्चन को ट्विस्ट फॉर्म में ऑलरेडी मैंने कराया हुआ. सर आई रोट 1250 मेगा. अरे विनायक बेटा ये तो गलत कर दिया यार, ऐसे तो पाप हो जाएगा. बिल्कुल मनीष, कट ऑफ हाई होगा. लास्ट ईयर ऑल्सो इफ यू फील अराउंड 32 के आसपास कट ऑफ गया था. In this year also we can feel a little bit high cutoff because the paper level is very very easy. So guys let's start. अगले से शुरू करते हैं और कोर सब्जेक्ट पे आपको लेके आते हैं दोस्तों. राइट, कोर सब्जेक्ट पे लेके आते हैं बहुत ही जल्दी तरीके से. ओके, सो एवरीवन क्विकली ज्वाइन द सेशन गाइस, क्विकली ज्वाइन द सेशन. और बहुत ही जबरदस्त तरीके से सर डिजिटल के तो बहुत ही इजी क्वेश्चन है सर. एक बार स्टार्टिंग से आशु सर एक चीज और बताइएगा, हाउ वाज द पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का कैसा था सर, मतलब पेपर कैसा था ओवरऑल अगर देखा जाए तो?
पेपर बहुत ही इजी था सर, और मुझे लगता है कि अगर स्टूडेंट ने मतलब थोड़ा सा भी बेसिक लेवल भी अगर पढ़ रखा है तो इजीली आप उसको अटेम्प्ट कर सकते थे. पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाज वेरी इजी सर.
सो सीधा स्टार्ट करते हैं सर, बच्चे काफी इंतजार भी कर रहे हैं.
जी सर, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल इसको स्टार्ट करते हैं.
तो सर पेपर को देख के ऐसा तो नहीं लगता 3 आवर्स बहुत ज्यादा टाइम दे दिया गया बच्चों को?
नहीं, पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का देख के सर जरूर मैं कह सकता हूँ कि पेपर बहुत आसान था.
दोस्तों यार देखो, डिजिटल का क्वेश्चन अगर किसी ने गलत कर दिया, 2 ही क्वेश्चन आए थे, इतना इजी. मैंने बोला ना जोर से चिल्ला दोगे ना तब भी क्वेश्चन, खुद ही बोल रहा था मेरा आंसर 10 लगा लो, मेरा 12.5 लगा दो. अब कोई जानबूझ के ही बोलेगा मैं गलत करूंगा तो फिर बात अलग है, राइट? अदरवाइज ये सर स्टार्ट करिए. तो चलिए यहाँ से आपको मार्कर मिलेगा और फॉर द एवरी स्लाइड आपको वो इरेज करना पड़ेगा.
ओके, सो चलिए दोस्तों स्टार्ट करते हैं पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स को. एंड पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का जो पहला क्वेश्चन है जरा देखिए, जो हमें मिला है, द सिंगल फेज इन्वर्टर voltage output waveform given with 50% duty cycle. The DC voltage is given as 1000 volt and the output current equation is this. It is the fundamental current equation. Okay, so अगर हम इसका देखें सिंपल तरीके से, तो सिंपल हमारे पास 1000 वोल्ट का ये आपका इन्वर्टर है जिसमें DC जो है मेरे पास 1000 वोल्ट की लगाई गई है. तो अगर आप यहाँ पे आउटपुट वोल्टेज देखोगे तो आउटपुट वोल्टेज जो है वो स्क्वायर वेव बनेगी, कुछ इस तरह की वेवफॉर्म बनेगी. और ये वेवफॉर्म का जो ये पॉजिटिव हाफ है वो भी 1000, नेगेटिव हाफ है वो भी 1000. तो अगर मैं इसकी फंडामेंटल कंपोनेंट निकालूं दोस्तों तो बनेगा 4a अपॉन पाई, ये इसका फंडामेंटल कंपोनेंट आ जाएगा. ये इसकी पीक वैल्यू है, तो अगर मैं साइन वेव लिखूंगा तो ये बनेगा 4000 अपॉन पाई साइन ऑफ ओमेगा टी. ये फंडामेंटल कंपोनेंट है वोल्टेज का. अब ये कह रहा है कि जो करंट है, तो आउटपुट करंट, उसमें फंडामेंटल कंपोनेंट दे रखा है. फंडामेंटल कंपोनेंट इज 10 sin omega t minus 60. तो यू कैन फाइंड एक्टिव पावर, पार्सिवल रिलेशन. सो द पार्सिवल रिलेशन इज 1/2 इनटू करंट मैक्स वैल्यू विच इज 10 इनटू वोल्टेज की मैक्स वैल्यू विच इज 4000 अपॉन पाई इनटू cos ऑफ एंगल बिटवीन देम. एंगल बिटवीन देम इज 60, तो cos 60 and cos 60 is half. So it will be like, it will be half into half, 1/4, and it will come out to be 40,000 divided by 4 pi, and the answer comes out to be, let me tell you the answer. Its answer is 3183 point. You can check the answer. If you can comment on the answer, please comment. 3183.09 watt. I think it's around this value, so you can calculate the value. Okay, so guys, how many of you have corrected this question? Please tell me. Okay, so बताइए भाई. 3184, yeah, North Korea Supreme Leader. Okay, congratulations. तो near integer, yes, 3184 is the correct answer. 3184 is the correct answer. You can put 3184 because actually you will get some range in the question, so it will be correct. Okay. That's fine. Okay, let's move to the next question, and the next question is on your screen, and it is given that for a buck boost converter, output voltage ripple is 1 volt. It is given that the output voltage ripple is 1 volt. It means delta V naught is 1 volt. Output voltage ripple is given. And the inductor current waveform is shown in the figure. This is the inductor current waveform. Find the value of C. You have to find the value of C. First, please tell me whether this question is correct or not. Because I want from your side that this question is correct. So please tell me. Please tell me that this is correct question. Yeah, please tell me. Anybody, please be fast, be quick. Is this question correct? Is this question correct? Is this question correct? Is this question correct? Please let me know. Please let me know. Please tell me that this question is correct. Okay. Let's start, buddy. It is buck boost converter. One is buck converter, another one is boost converter. Now this is buck boost converter. So please tell me what is V naught upon Vd in buck boost converter. Will it be 1 upon 1 minus D, or V naught upon Vd is equal to D upon 1 minus D? Please tell me. I think V naught upon Vd is D upon 1 minus D for buck boost converter. I think this is correct. Please tell me. Please tell me. V naught upon Vd is D upon 1 minus D. And this is again equal to ID upon I naught. ID upon I naught. Okay, so you need to find the average value of inductor current. Average value of the output current. If you know the average value of output current, then, and you know the average value of the source current, then you can find D. You can find D. Okay. Please tell me, guys. Please tell me, guys. Find D. Please tell me the answer. Okay. I'll come to this question later because I want to solve some easy question first. But in the last, I'll solve it. Okay. I'm giving you some time, so let me skip this question. But I'll come to this question later. Okay. In this session, you have to just wait for 5 minutes. I'll come to that question. But please tell me. You just calculate the values and just tell me. There is another question which was very easy. It is given that for an ideal AC-DC rectifier shown in the figure below, the ideal current magnitude is IDC. I think this current is IDC. This is a typing mistake, I think. So this value is 15 ampere. This is DC current, 15 ampere, and it's ripple free. The thyristors are fired with a delay of 45 degree. Thyristors are fired with delay of 45 degree. The amplitude of fundamental component of source current. So you have to draw the waveform of source current. And the waveform of source current will be, if this is your sine wave, alpha is 45 degree. So in this period, T1, T2 will conduct. This is T1, this is T2, this is T3, this is T4. So in this period, T1, T2 will conduct, and in this period, from this to this, T3, T4 will conduct. So if you plot the current waveform, then the current waveform will be like this. Current waveform will be like this. Alpha, this is pi plus alpha, and this height is 15 ampere, and this is minus 15 ampere. So now you can find the amplitude of the fundamental. So the amplitude of the fundamental will be 4A upon pi. 4A, which is 4 into 15 upon pi. This is the fundamental, amplitude of fundamental, which is 60 upon pi. You can calculate the value of 60 upon pi. Please tell me. 60 upon pi will be equal to. Please guys, yeah. Jaldi kare bhai. Be quick. Boliye dosto. What is the value of current? Fundamental, amplitude of fundamental component, 60 upon pi. So the answer will be, anybody give the answer? Please give the answer. Sesmani Sharma is saying, okay, sir, the circuit was semi converter. Okay. It means you are saying that these two were diodes. Okay. Let's say these two were diode. Maybe the question sent is wrong, but let me correct this question. If these two are diodes, then again we can calculate the value of wave shape of this current. So let's start. The source waveform is, okay, let me rub it. Okay, let me start. Yes, so these are diodes. Okay, so the source waveform is pure sine wave. Okay, this is alpha. T1, T2, this is diode. Remember that. T3 and T4. So before that, current was recycling. Current was freewheeling because T3 was on and T2 was on. Okay, the current was freewheeling. It means the current will be zero. The source current will be zero because the current was freewheeling from this diode and this thyristor T3. Okay, now at this point T1 is on. So if T1 is on, then the current will be like this. This will be turned off and the current will be from the source. It means current will be 15 ampere from the source. And till pi. At pi, or maybe you can say pi plus alpha. At pi plus alpha, what is happening? Bataiye. At pi, actually T3 must be on, but because T3 is not fired, that's why current will freewheel through T1 and T4. It means again the source current will be zero, and then from this point to this point the current will be minus 15 ampere, and then again zero. So this will be the waveform of current. Now you have to find the fundamental value of this current. Okay, so what is the fundamental value of this current? This is alpha, this is pi plus alpha. So you can see that the period is pi. Because after period is 2 pi. Maaf kijega. Period is 2 pi. So you can calculate the fundamental value of this waveform. How you will calculate the fundamental waveform? You can apply maybe you can apply Fourier series concept. Okay, then you can find the fundamental value of source current. Okay, so now the fundamental value of source current will be equal to, it will be like, let me tell you the fundamental. It is not, the wave does not have quarter wave symmetry. Alpha, this is pi plus alpha. But if I shift the wave, if I look at this point, from this point to this point, if you look from this to this, it means from alpha by 2 to 2 pi plus alpha by 2. This wave contains quarter wave symmetry. It means the fundamental component will be like this. Okay, so if you find the fundamental component, then you can apply the quarter wave symmetry, and the answer will be 4 by pi. You can take this point at origin, 4 by pi from alpha by 2. This point is alpha by 2, because if you are taking origin at this point, then this point is alpha by 2. From alpha by 2 to pi, from alpha by 2, this point is alpha by 2, and this point is pi by 4. From alpha by 2 to pi by 4, amplitude is 15 sine of omega naught t d omega naught t. This will be the answer. So it will come out to be 15 into 4 divided by pi, and sine ka integration minus cos, upper limit minus lower limit is cos alpha by 2. So I think this will be the correct answer. Anybody please? Yeah, 60 by pi cos alpha by 2, and alpha is 45. So it will be 60 by pi cos 45 by 2. This is the correct answer. This is the correct answer, guys. If this question is correct, if these are the diodes, then the correct answer is this: 60 by pi cos 45 by 2. Can you tell me the numerical value? Can you tell me the numerical value of this question? Can you tell me the numerical value of this question, buddies? Okay. Please tell me the numerical value of this question. Please tell me the numerical value of this function. I mean this numerical value of this quantity. 15 by 4 is 60. 60 by pi. 60 by pi cos 45 by 2. It's not 40 by pi. North Korea. Okay, it's 60 by pi cos 45 by 2. Please tell me, guys. Please tell me. 17.64. Okay, then 17.64 is the correct answer. Okay, guys. But please check the question, because I don't know the question yet, because it is given that these values are, I don't know, either these are either thyristor or maybe these are the diodes. I don't know. So please confirm the question. Okay. So let's move to next question, and the next question is. Okay, the next question is. It was again easy question. Power lost in 50 ohm. Please tell me that the question is same. Please tell me, guys. Is this question correct? Is this question correct? Please tell me. Please tell me, guys. Is this question correct? Is this question correct? Yes or no? Okay, then start with this. This must be 200 volt. This must be 200 volt. I think it's 200 volt. Please correct this. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It must be 200 volt. Yes, it is 200 volt. Okay. Let's start with this. So the output voltage wave will be like this. It will be like this. Peak value is 200 root 2. And because we need to calculate the power, then for power calculation we need RMS value. So V naught T RMS square upon R is the power output. And the RMS value of output voltage is 200. So 200 square upon R. R is 50. This will be the power loss. Okay. So the answer will be, please tell me the answer. Be quick. Please tell me the answer. 800 volt, I think correct answer. It is 800 volt. Let me calculate this. 200 into 200 upon 50. So it is 4. It is 800 volt. So the answer is 800 volt. Okay, that's fine. It was easy question, I think everybody has calculated this value. Okay, let's move to the next question. And the next question is, okay, the previous one. Okay, I have skipped this question. Okay, let's calculate the value of this question. Let's calculate the answer of this question. Actually, it is given that an AC-DC converter is given with the source voltage, and the source voltage is 200 root 2 sine omega t, and the value of current is 10 sine omega t minus 60 plus 4 sine 3 omega t plus x. I don't know what was x, or maybe and we don't need this x and y. It is given that the current is this, source current is this, and source voltage is this. We need to find the source power factor. So it was easy question again. You need to apply the Parseval relation. In Parseval relation, input power factor will be equal to P average or P active divided by P apparent. P apparent. So you need to calculate this value. Okay, so the average power will be equal to, apply Parseval relation. With Parseval relation, we can find average power, which is 1 by 2 into peak value of this voltage 100 root 2 into peak value of this current 10 into cos of 60. This will be the active power, because the active power will be provided only due to this component, because the voltage has only fundamental component. That's why the power will be provided by this component of current only. So active power will be 1 by 2 100 root 2 into 10 cos 60. Cos 60 is half, so it will be 25 root 2 250 root 2 watt. I think this is correct. Cos 60 is half, so half into half is 1 by 4. It is 25. So 250 root 2 is the correct is the value of active power. Now come to apparent power. Apparent power will be equal to Vs RMS into Is RMS. This will be the apparent power. So RMS value of the source voltage is 100. RMS value of the source voltage is 100 into RMS value of the source current. Now for calculating RMS value of the source current, we need to apply again Parseval relation. So RMS value of the current will be equal to root of 1 by 2 AC component ka square, which is 100 plus 16 plus 9. So it comes out to be root 125 by 2. Now if you put this apparent power in place of this value, in place of this, P apparent is 125 by root 2 and active power is 250 root 2. If you divide these two values, then the answer will be equal to, let me check the answer because I have calculated this. It will be 0.44. It will be 0.44. Yeah, 0.44 is the correct answer. So how many of you have corrected this this question? Please tell me. 0.44. 0.5 is, I think, 0.5 is not correct. 0.447. 0.447. 0.5 was the fundamental value. Which one? Which question you are telling? 0.44. I got 0.44 is the correct answer. Okay. Okay. Let's move to next question. Okay. 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 So so I think these questions are easy, and okay. Let's move to power system. And Ashutosh sir will discuss with you power system. And I think sir power system I think काफी easy आया था. तो चलिए guys power system sir के साथ discuss करते हैं. तो sir please.
Thank you so much, sir. So how are you guys? How is your Josh right now? All electricals, just tell me, how is your Josh right now? How much score you are getting in this year GATE examination? And you must be knowing that the paper was not that difficult, and one important trend that we as a team we have observed is, as a team we have observed is that if you see most of the questions, they are coming from the most of the conventional areas from where questions are being asked in the previous years also. If you see most of the questions, if you see they are coming from some of the traditional areas from where questions are most expected. That is how an average student who is not that much comfortable with the GATE pattern, he can do that. Anyways, let us proceed to some of the questions. Now see, this question was a little bit tricky question. This question was a little bit tricky question. He is saying there is, if only 5% of the supplied power to a cable reaches the output terminal and the power terminal, then the power loss in the cable is going to be in the decibel. This was the crux of this question, because if you see, already he is giving you, suppose he is saying 5% of the supplied power. So suppose supplied power or input power is this much and this is the output power. So he is saying this output power upon input power, he is saying only 5% is reaching to the terminal. Now he is asking what is going to be the loss. Now how you define loss? In general, loss you are defining as input power minus output power. If you have to define it in terms of the percentage, then you have to divide it by the input power. So it is going to be how much? It is going to be 1 minus P output upon P input. But because he is asking the question to find the losses in the decibel, so you have to use log. You have to use 10 log to the base, and this is going to be 1 minus P output upon P input. So everybody just tell me in the comment section what is the answer you have got for this question. Yes, everyone. Everyone just tell me what is the answer you have got for this question. I think somewhere around 22.27, somewhere around 22.27 you must be getting in terms of the percentage. Yes, everyone. Just tell me in the comment section, how is it, Josh? Everyone. Are you getting any answer? Yes, I'm waiting for the comment section. Can we go to the next question? Are you okay with this? It was a little bit tricky question, In general, we are not discussing this cable and losses in terms of the decibel in general, but sometimes they can ask that also. So let us go to the next question. Yes. Now this was again the question coming from the very conventional area, which you can say parallel operation of the alternators in terms of machines, and in terms of power system, you can understand it is 10 log. It is 10 log. See, supplied power, he is saying only 5% of the supplied power is reaching to the output terminal. So you can write P output upon P supplied or P input as 5%. From there, you can calculate the loss. So if you see what information he is giving you, it is a very conventional question. He is saying that the speed regulations are 6 and 6.4%, and this is a memory based. Okay, if any data, any particular statement is wrong. Yes, Karan Yadav, right. Okay, see, any data, anything you find missing, so please comment in the comment section so that we can have a better answer. Anyways, so he's saying the speed regulations are given as 6% and 6.4% for the two generating units having the rated output as 250 megawatt and 400 megawatt respectively from no load to full load. And he's saying both the generating units are operating in parallel to share a load of 500 megawatt. So if you see, as per the speed regulation, what is going to be the full load speed? What is going to be the full load speed? It is going to be F, and this is going to be 1 minus. For the first alternator, it is going to be 0.06. Similarly, for the second generator or the alternator, it is going to be no load speed, and 1 minus, it is going to be 0.064. Now, if you want to find what is the load sharing, the total load shared is 500 megawatt. So this is going to be P1 and P2, that is equal to 500 megawatt. And if you want to find what is P1, then you can either directly apply the formula. So you can write P1 as, this is going to be F minus F dash. What is F dash? F dash is going to be the frequency at which both the alternators are going to be operating parallel. Okay. So this is going to be F minus F dash divided by, this is going to be F minus 0.94 F. Either directly you can write as 6%, or you can write it like this only, and you can write it 250 megawatt. Second one, P2, you can write as F minus F dash, because both are going to operate at the common frequency, divided by F minus 0. It is going to be, I think, 936 F. Okay, and this is going to be 400. For the second generator, it is going to be 400. So either you write it, the regulation directly, you can write it in terms of percentage also, 6% or 6.4%, or directly you can do it. Now both these P1 and P2 you will be putting in this equation, and you will be getting the load shared by the 250 megawatt generator. What is the answer you are getting? I have not calculated it fully. Just tell me what is the answer you are getting. Rashmi is saying 19. Yes, everyone? Yes. Tell me fast. What is the answer you are getting here? Okay, I think you got the hint, so you can calculate it. You got the hint. Is it okay, everyone? So guys, let us move to the next question very fast, because lot of questions we have to solve. Now this is a very, very fundamental, very basic question about the GMR. Suppose this is going to be strand 1, strand 2, strand 3, strand 4, and suppose it is the stranded conductor. This is the stranded conductor. So how you are finding the GMR for the stranded conductor? GMR is going to be GMR for first strand, GMR for second strand, and GMR for third strand, and GMR for the fourth strand, and you have to take the effective power, that is 1/4. Now because of the nature of the symmetry, all these conductors are going to be symmetrical in nature. So you can say that GMR1 is equal to GMR2 is equal to GMR3 is equal to GMR4. So any one of these GMRs you can calculate. How you are finding the GMR? Tell me yes or no. How you are finding the GMR? Yes. GMR you are going to write as, let me change the color. Yes, GMR you are going to write as the effective radius. Suppose I am writing for GMR1. Suppose I am writing, yes, 1.732, right. Suppose I am finding the effect GMR for GMR1, so it is going to be 0.7788 R, because R is the radius. Now what is the distance center to center between these two strands? It is going to be 2R. What is the distance between this center and this center? This is going to be 2 root 2R, and again this distance is going to be 2R. So you will be getting 3 distances more, that is 2R into 2 root 2R and 2R. And what is the power you have to take, effective power? That is 1/4. So if you have to solve this, I think you must be getting D as the correct option. Is it clear? Everyone? Yes, 1.732. Everybody just tell me in the comment section. Are you getting this? 1.723. So next question, let us have next question. Now this was a basic theoretical question, very usual question. Everybody, all the serious students must have answered it correctly. Which one of the following is the most commonly used relay for the protection of alternator against the loss of excitation? You know that is going to be offset Moore relay. You know that in general the property of the Moore relay is that if this is the RX diagram, then the characteristic passes through the center. But if you are going for the offset Moore relay, then you can have this type of characteristic, and because of this characteristic, the Moore relay is able to protect the alternator against the loss of excitation. Is it clear, everyone? So this was the part I was supposed to discuss, and there are some more questions which are coming from the core subjects, and our favorite and your favorite Chandan Jha sir is once again with us. And guys, tell me, yes, why the number of likes are less?
I don't know, sir. बच्चे पता नहीं क्यों.
Number of live students.
दोस्तों, एवरीवन प्लीज शेयर अमंग ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स. यार जब भी देखो मैं आता हूँ और आप लोग एक तो डाउन हो जाते हैं स्ट्रेंथ, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है यार, ये तो पाप लगेगा, ध्यान रखना, मेरी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है. So guys, let's start the signal and system. Important topic, 25 most important topic of the EC and E. There also we have discussed the one thing, the classification of systems. And the question is the classification of systems, right? Consider a system shown below. This is a system where X of t is the input, Y of t is the output, and the input and output relation is given, that is called Y of t equal to X of e raised to power t. The system is, this is the MCQ question and 2 marks question. The first one is linear and causal. Second one is called non-linear and causal. Third one is called linear and non-causal. And D option is called non-linear and non-causal. So what option you have chosen, everyone? आपने क्या लगाया क्वेश्चन, थोड़ा clear बताइए everyone, quickly. Everyone please respond for this question and share among all of your friends, guys. Right? अब देखो यार इस क्वेश्चन को कैसे solve करेंगे everyone. If you want to solve this question, it's very again straightforward and easy question. Y of t equal to e raised to power X of t is basically, Y of t equal to X of e raised to power t is basically given. So first, if you want to find out for the causality, now the few people are basically giving the answer B, D, C, A, or A, B, C, D, सबने बता दिया यार ये तो, right? Definitely everyone try to understand. Whenever you want to find out the causal, put the value at t equal to 0. So if you put the t equal to 0, you will get what? We are just keeping the t equal to 0 for the causality. So t equal to 0, so it will become x of 0. And this is called nothing, it is just a x of 1. So we can say that this is called, you can say that the output, present output will depends upon the what? The future value. This is called nothing, it is just a future value. So ये future value पे depend कर रहा है दोस्तों, और future value पे अगर depend कर रहा है, definitely we can say that it is a non-causal. Non-causal. So भाई non-causal है, इसका मतलब causal वाले तो गलती हो गए, causal वाले तो गलती हो गए. Now either C is correct or D is correct, right? सर confirm नहीं था तो लगाया ही नहीं यार. प्रिंस easy question था यार, इसमें तो लगाना बनता था दोस्त. So A is correct, B is correct. Now we have to find out कि whether it is a causal, non-causal होगा, that is the short. Now for the linear. Already I have given the linearity. Whenever the any system or input-output relation will follow the two things. One is called homogeneity and the second one is called additive. So if you multiply the A with this one is also multiplied, right? So this is the homogeneity will followed, right? Homogeneity follow कर रहा है. And for the additive, if you want to find out, suppose x की जगह देखो, y1 if you apply the x1, you will get what? x1 e raised to power t. If you apply the one input x1, then your output is called nothing, it is just a y1. Now if you apply that x2 e raised to power t, this is called nothing, it is just a y2. And now in the addition form, if you apply, that is called x1 of t, x1 e raised to power t, plus x2 e raised to power t, then your output is called nothing, it is just a y3t. If you'll add these two value and it is equal to the y3, then we can say that definitely it is a what? It is a linear system. So definitely guys, it is a linear but non-causal. So linear and non-causal, so C is the absolutely correct answer of this question. बहुत ही बढ़िया. So करण यादव फोड़ दिए बेटा. नेहा सोलंकी जबरदस्त, right? 2K star, yes definitely, right? Mohit absolutely correct. Now one more question everyone. So C is the absolutely correct answer of this question, linear and non-causal. Now let's move into the next question. Again it's a very simple question. बहुत ही simple question फिर से आया एक. Let a causal LTI system be ground by the following differential equation. Differential equation is given y of t plus 1 by 4 dy by dt equal to 2x of t, where the x of t and y of t are input and output respectively. The impulse response of the system is, right? They are asking about the impulse response. It's again very simple. Everyone quickly response into the comment box. What answer you have chosen? आपने कौन सा आंसर लगाया एक बार जल्दी से बता दो यार. It's the simplest question you can feel into the signal and system. ये सबसे easiest question है दोस्तों. Signal and system के बारे में पूछा गया. Because this type of equation you have solved into the signal, into the mathematics, into the network, right? 3 subject में आप solve करते हो. People has given the answer B, right? 2K star. But now, right, the people Rashmi, Ashish, right, TGP responding C, Chunky, right, is responding C. बहुत ही बढ़िया. Everyone quickly यार एक बार हवा में मतलब ऐसे नहीं भाई. सब के सब everyone please response the answer or write down the answer of this question guys. How we are going to solve this question? देखो बड़ा सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. Again how we'll do it? Sir, equation is given y of t equal to 1 by 4, sorry, y of t plus y of t plus 1 by 4 dy by dt equal to nothing, it is just a twice of x of t. Now I'm taking the Laplace transform guys. In the both side I'm taking the Laplace transform and the initial value is given 0. So we are not considering the initial value, that is 0. Alan बहुत बढ़िया, अविनाश बहुत ही बढ़िया. So right, सर डाउट था इसमें यार. 2K स्टार डाउट कहां से आ गया? इसमें तो डाउट होना ही नहीं चाहिए बेटा. इसमें तो डाउट होना भी पाप है. If you take the Laplace transform this function, it is called nothing, it is just a y of s plus 1 by 4 s y of s equal to twice of x of s. Now I'm taking the y of s common. So here you will get nothing, it is just a 1 plus s by 4 equal to twice of x of s. And here we can write y of s upon x of s. That is called impulse response, जो आप calculate करते हो. And this is called nothing, it is just a 2 upon 1 plus s by 4, or we can say that it is called nothing, it is just a 8 upon s plus 4. And now take the inverse Laplace transform. Taking the inverse, और like करते रहना यार. पेपर आप लोगों का बहुत ही जबरदस्त हुआ मेरे भाई. राइट, अभी भी कुछ लोग घबरा रहे हैं. सो डोंट वरी, योर पेपर जो आप लोगों ने किया है वो बेहतरीन तरीके से किया, क्योंकि कुछ लोग तो अभी तक जितने भी क्वेश्चन के आंसर दिए सारे के सारे करेक्ट ही आंसर दिए. सो दैट्स ग्रेट गाइस, ग्रेट. सो टेकिंग द इनवर्स Laplace transform of this function guys, so this is called nothing, it is just a h of s. And now if you want to take the inverse Laplace transform, now यूनिलेटरल बायलेटरल दोनों कर सकते हैं. डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन है और हमेशा देखो u of t मल्टीप्लाइड है, मतलब आपको हमेशा कॉजल रिस्पॉन्स में आपको आंसर देना है. सो इन द कॉजल यू कैन राइट 8 e raised to power minus 40 dot u of t. 8 e raised to power minus 40 dot u of t. कौन सा आंसर मिल रहा है? 8 e raised to power minus 40 dot ut. C is the absolutely correct answer of this question. बहुत ही बढ़िया सर. इसमें इस पेपर आंसर और देखो डिजिटल एंड द सिग्नल, पेन यूज करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है क्वेश्चंस में. मतलब पेन यूज भी कर लिया ना तो पेन खुद मना कर देगा क्यों यूज करो भाई, सीधा सीधा लगा सकते हो यहाँ पे तो. राइट, दैट वाज द इजी क्वेश्चन वाज. राइट, बहुत ही बढ़िया सर. इंपल्स रिस्पॉन्स एंड ट्रांसफर फंक्शन इज द सेम. हाँ अनन्या, बट वन इंपल्स रिस्पॉन्स वी आर डिस्कसिंग इनटू द टाइम डोमेन जनरली, एंड ट्रांसफर फंक्शन वी आर डिस्कसिंग इनटू द व्हाट. देखो दोनों का मतलब क्या है. Impulse response means what? Whenever the impulse is applied to the system, the output itself is called the system. जब आप इंपल्स किसी सिस्टम के ऊपर लगाते हो तो आपका आउटपुट अपने आप ही इंपल्स सिस्टम की तरह बिहेव करता है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड इंपल्स रिस्पॉन्स. और आउटपुट अपॉन इनपुट, ये भी तो लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म लेते हो, वही भी तो आपका ट्रांसफर फंक्शन ही कहलाता है. सो ट्रांसफर फंक्शन जनरली वी आर डीलिंग इनटू द फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन, एंड इंपल्स रिस्पॉन्स जनरली वी आर यूजिंग द वर्ड्स इन द टाइम डोमेन. राइट, बहुत ही बढ़िया. सो 8 e raised to power minus t इज द करेक्ट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन. बहुत ही बढ़िया. और एक और क्वेश्चन दोस्तों आप लोगों के सामने, ये भी क्वेश्चन था. दिस इज अ लिटिल बिट गुड क्वेश्चन, यू कैन से दैट. इतना भी खतरनाक तो नहीं, बट अ लिटिल बिट गुड क्वेश्चन, यू कैन से दैट. Sir, when will the answer key will be released, sir? By the BYJU'S exam prep, it will be released in the tonight only. And by the official website, if you are asking about the IIT Kharagpur, then IIT Kharagpur will release after the 7 to 8 days. Right? एक वीक के बाद रिलीज करते हैं, तो so don't worry, right? हजूफा, ओके. एवरीवन रिस्पॉन्ड फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. बहुत ही बढ़िया. रश्मि, आपने तो मतलब क्रांतिकारी पेपर दिया है. मुझे लग रहा है इतिहास रच दोगे इस बार, राइट? Because the 3 questions we have discussed into the signal and from the signal and system, and the Rashmi for the every question she is responding in the excellent manner, in the correct, right? Venkatesh absolutely correct A, right? Avinash बहुत बढ़िया. यार एक चीज समझ में नहीं आ, 300 people are live and 229 like. ये कौन है धोखेबाज जो सिर्फ देख रहे हो लाइक नहीं कर रहे, right? So everyone, if you want to solve this question, absolutely the people are basically giving the correct answer. A is the absolutely correct answer of this question. How we are going to solve it, everyone? देखो, look at the impulse response first. This is called nothing, it is just a h of t. This is called 2, or there will be the 2 property only, we can say that. Whenever the cos is multiplied with the any system, then that system or जो उसका frequency domain होगा, that will be shifted by the right or left, and magnitude should be halved. That's what basically going to be happen. So h of t, if you want to discuss, this is called twice of sin. सबसे पहले इसको पकड़ लो, एक काम करो, इसको पकड़ो भाई, इसको पकड़ो. सर ये क्या है? अरे ये सिंक है, सिंक. दिस इज कॉल्ड नथिंग, इट इज जस्ट ए साइन 10 pi t upon pi t, right? And now if you want to make it the sink, now how we are going to make it, guys? Multiply by 10, divide by 10. So you can write this one is called nothing, it is just a 10 sink 10t, sink 10t, right? फिर से लिख देता हूं एक बार, 10 sink 10t, and forget about the magnitude. Look at the frequency, guys. Because we know that the sink function having the frequency domain what क्या मिलेगा frequency domain? सर ये तो सर आपका rectangular pulse बनेगा सर. So this will give you nothing, it is just a rectangular pulse. So now I am not talking about the magnitude, उसकी अभी जरूरत भी नहीं है. Only you have to find out the output. magnitude अभी देख भी नहीं रहे. सीधा मैं बताता हूँ, इसका अगर आप बनाओगे, it will be looking like nothing, it is just a 5. And this is called -5, and I'm writing into the f. I'm not writing into the omega. I'm solving into the f, guys, right? Okay. Now what happened? Suppose I'm writing this is called nothing, it is just a g of t. And now this is called the Fourier transform of what? G of t. Forget about the magnitude at this particular moment. Now this is called Fourier transform, right? Okay. Now when the g of t is multiplied by cos, कितने से 40 pi t, sir. 40 pi t means f is called what? 20. Sir, we have to shift the signal by the 20 to the right, 20 to the left. So if you shift the signal by the 20 to the right or 20 to the left, it will be looking like this. 20 से सर आगे शिफ्ट करिए, बहुत ही बढ़िया. 20 से सर पीछे शिफ्ट, मैग्नीट्यूड भूल जाओ अभी. So if you shift by the 20 ना, it will give you what? 15, and it will give you nothing, it is just a 25. But we are talking about hertz. So a signal whose frequency lies between 15 to 25. आशु सर बताइएगा सही बता रहा हूँ नहीं बता रहा हूँ. So a frequency which lies between 15 to 25 is only going to pass, other one is going to be rejected. So guys, सर इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी कितनी है? सर इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी 5 हर्ट्ज है सर. रिजेक्टेड सर, नॉट गोइंग टू पास. इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी सर 7.5, 7.5 हर्ट्ज, रिजेक्टेड सर. नेक्स्ट वन 7 sin 42 pi t. yes sir, this is going to pass sir. 42 क्योंकि इसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी कितनी है? 21 हर्ट्ज. this will lies in this particular range. if you talking about this frequency, this is called nothing, it is just a what? आधा कर दीजिए, 45 का आधा 22.5 sir. it is also lies in this particular range. so only these two part is going to be passed, other one is going to be rejected. so in the option you can feel only 42 sin और ये 45. अदरवाइज 15 10 नहीं आएगा, 15 22 नहीं जाएगा सर, 10 तो आएगा ही नहीं सर. सो द ए इज द एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट आंसर मेरे प्यारे दोस्तों. और दिल जीत लिया यार, जो आंसर बता रहे हो ना आप लोग, दिल जीत लिया. और यही इसी दौर को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए आशु जागरा सर फिर आ रहे हैं. और कोर सब्जेक्ट सर कौन सा सब्जेक्ट? नेट. ओ माय गॉड गाइस, नेटवर्क थ्योरी 7 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन आए नेटवर्क थ्योरी के. सर पिछले साल के कंपैरिजन में कम आए ज्यादा है? मतलब नॉर्मली अगर नेटवर्क के कितने क्वेश्चन आते हैं?
जनरली 4-5
क्वेश्चन आते हैं.
4 to 5 क्वेश्चन.
4 to 5. इस बार भी इतने ही लगभग आए हैं.
इस बार भी इतना ही कुछ क्वेश्चन था.
बहुत ही बढ़िया. सो गाइस मजा आने वाला है यार आप लोगों को. प्लीज शेयर इट. और सर लाइक अभी भी नहीं करिए, एक बार आप बोलो सर.
हाँ भाई, लाइक
करो यार. धोखेबाजी चल रही है, कुछ लोग तो है जो धोखे दे रहे हैं भाई. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा यार. पूरी देखो उदयपुर से आए हो, कोविड की सिचुएशन, आप लोगों ने भी पेपर दिया है, बाहर निकले तो आप लोगों को भी पता होगा, और हम भी आए हैं, राइट? तो हमने भी ट्रेवल किया है, दिल्ली में बैठे हुए आप लोगों के लिए एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं, वो भी बेहतरीन तरीके से कोशिश कर रहे हैं, पूरी एनर्जी लगा रहे हैं, तो कुछ रिस्पॉन्स, देखो पैसे थोड़े, ऐसा थोड़ी 10 रुपये लग रहे हैं लाइक करने के, नहीं लग रहे हैं ना, तो लाइक क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, राइट? सर बिल्कुल शुरू करिए।
हाँ जी सर। ओके गाइस, सो नेटवर्क थ्योरी स्टार्ट करते हैं। एंड नेटवर्क थ्योरी बहुत ही इजी क्वेश्चन आए थे, एंड मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि सब लोगों ने नेटवर्क थ्योरी को बहुत इजीली सोल्व कर लिया होगा। मतलब ये तो सही बताऊँ तो ऐसे इजी क्वेश्चन थे कि अगर आपने बेसिक चीज़ें भी पढ़ रखी है नेटवर्क की, देन अगेन मतलब बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन थे, ठीक है? तो चंदन सर की तो एनर्जी खैर काफ़ी ज़्यादा थी, मेरे अंदर इतनी एनर्जी नहीं है बाय द वे, बट चलिए क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस करते हैं। मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आपने क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वो अच्छे मतलब सोल्व कर लिए होंगे सारे। तो इस क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा सा आई थिंक ये टाइपिंग का थोड़ा सा ये डबल हो गया, 1 मिनट रुकिएगा ज़रा। आई डोंट नो, ये क्वेश्चन जो है ये डबल आ गए हैं। ओके, 1 मिनट ज़रा देखिए भाई क्या क्वेश्चन है मेरा, मैं इसको ज़रा करेक्ट कर लेता हूँ। ये डबल टाइप हो रखा है। एनीवे, मैं ज़रा इसको दोबारा से टाइप कर देता हूँ। हाँ ज़रा देखिए दोस्तों, यहाँ पे आई थिंक 6 ओम है, दिस इज 6 ओम, दिस इज 3 ओम, एंड दिस इज 1 फेरेड, एंड दिस इज आई थिंक 100 ओम। एक बार बताइए भाई, एंड दिस इज 2 ओम। ये स्विच है, और यहाँ पे मेरे पास जो आई थिंक जो वोल्टेज सोर्स है ये आई थिंक 10 वोल्ट का है, 10 वोल्ट का मेरे पास वोल्टेज सोर्स है, ठीक है दोस्तों? तो इसमें आपसे पूछा है द स्विच एस इज क्लोज्ड एट टी इक्वल टू 0, द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ स्टडी स्टेट वोल्टेज अक्रॉस 6 ओम। जो मेरा 6 ओम का रजिस्टर है उसके अक्रॉस स्टडी स्टेट वोल्टेज क्या आएगी? तो हम जानते हैं कि स्टडी स्टेट में आपका जो कैपेसिटर होता है वो ओपन होता है, क्योंकि डीसी सप्लाई है। तो अगर डीसी सप्लाई है तो इसका मतलब कैपेसिटर मेरा ओपन होगा, और अगर कैपेसिटर मेरा ओपन हो जाएगा स्टडी स्टेट में, तो सर्किट बचेगा दोस्तों, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू दिस सर्किट, 6 ओम, 3 ओम। ओके 1 मिनट इसको करेक्ट कर देते हैं, 1 मिनट रुकिए भाई। एक बार इसको ठीक कर देते हैं आप लोगों के लिए, तब तक आप लाइक कर दीजिए भाई, तब तक आप सेशन को लाइक कर दीजिए, बिकॉज काफी ओके ये ऐसे ही है। ओके चलिए ठीक है जी, तो कोई बात नहीं, अभी इसको जरा डिस्कस करते हैं भाई, क्योंकि शायद थोड़े क्वेश्चन में डबल हो गया, कोई बात नहीं। जरा देखिए, कैपेसिटर मेरा ओपन हो जाएगा दोस्तों, अगर कैपेसिटर मेरा ओपन हो जाएगा तो यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा मेरे पास? 6 ओम ये बचेगा, एंड 3 ओम यहाँ पे बचेगा, ठीक है? एंड उसके बाद कैपेसिटर मेरा ओपन हो गया, और यहाँ पे बचेगा मेरा 10 ओम, ओके? एंड यहाँ पे मेरे पास वोल्टेज सोर्स है 10 वोल्ट की, और पोलैरिटी जो है वो ये कुछ इस तरह की है। जहाँ तक मुझे लग रहा है कि आपका यही क्वेश्चन है, एक बार जरा देख लीजिए, ये 2 ओम है, ओके? और अपने को बताना है यहाँ की क्या वोल्टेज आएगी, इसके अक्रॉस कितनी वोल्टेज आएगी, वोल्टेज बतानी है आपको 6 ओम के अक्रॉस। तो बड़ा आसान है, ये तो हट ही गया, ठीक है? अच्छा, 6 और 3 पैरेलल है, पैरेलल में वोल्टेज नहीं बदलती, चाहे कोई भी पोलैरिटी हो, चाहे ये पोलैरिटी हो, चाहे ये उल्टी पोलैरिटी हो। मुझे पोलैरिटी का नहीं पता, आप लोग बताइएगा क्यों, कौन सी पोलैरिटी पूछ रही। अगर मैग्नीट्यूड पूछा है सिर्फ, तो हम, हाँ मैग्नीट्यूड पूछा है, मैग्नीट्यूड पूछा तो इसका मतलब अपने को पोलैरिटी से कोई लेना देना नहीं। जो भी पोलैरिटी आएगी इसके अक्रॉस, ऑब्वियसली ये पोलैरिटी तो नहीं आएगी, ये पोलैरिटी आएगी, करंट इधर से फ्लो करेगा। मैं इन दोनों का पैरेलल ले सकता हूं, वोल्टेज नहीं चेंज होगी, बिकॉज ये पैरेलल में है। तो 6 और 3 का जो पैरेलल बनेगा, 6 × 3 डिवाइड बाई 9, इट विल कम्स आउट टू बी 2 ओम। सो दिस विल बी 2 ओम, सो द सर्किट विल बी 2 ओम in series with 2 ohm, ये यहाँ पे 2 ohm आ गया, and voltage is 10 volt. Okay, so now this voltage is 5 volt, and ये जो voltage है ये 2 ohm के अक्रॉस है, again 6 ohm के अक्रॉस भी यही होगा, because ये parallel में है। So the answer must be 5 volt. बोलिए भाई, sir it's 10 ohm not 100 ohm. मैंने यहाँ पे 10 किया, बट कैपेसिटर तो ओपन हो गया ना गाइस, कैपेसिटर मेरा ओपन हो गया, कैपेसिटर ओपन होने की वजह से आपने इसको हटा दिया। उसके बाद देखिए, यहाँ पे 2 ओम था, मैंने यहाँ पे 2 ओम कर दिया है, ये मेरा हट गया। यहाँ पे 3 ओम था, यहाँ पे 6 ओम था, तो 3 × 6 डिवाइड बाय 3 + 6 विच इज 9, 3 कट गया मेरा, 2 ओम आ गए यहाँ पे। तो इसका मतलब इनका जो इक्विवेलेंट बनेगा वो 2 ओम बनेगा, और 2 ओम मेरा सीरीज में है। सो करंट विल बी 2.5 एम्पियर, करंट विल बी 2.5, एंड दिस वोल्टेज विल बी 5 वोल्ट। सो इसके अक्रॉस जो वोल्टेज आएगी दैट विल बी 5 वोल्ट, क्योंकि ये इसका पैरेलल जो है वो 2 ओम है, तो इसके अक्रॉस 5 वोल्ट आएगी दोस्तों। बोलिए दोस्तों कितने लोगों का करेक्ट है, जल्दी बताएं भाई। 5 वोल्ट, 5 वोल्ट, बोलिए जल्दी बोलिए। 5 वोल्ट, yes sir, 5 ohm. Which one is which is 5 ohm? I think answer is 5 volt. If this circuit is correct, then the answer is 5 volt. Please check it. 10 volt source are reverse था. Okay, no worries, because आपको magnitude पूछा है, तो voltage source अगर reverse भी है then no problem, ठीक है। Answer will be same because आपसे magnitude पूछा है, magnitude is 5 volt और कोई polarity भी नहीं दे रखा है, then answer is again, हाँ जी 6 लेके, I think यहाँ पे 6 है भाई, एक बार बताइए वैल्यू सही है। 5 volt, 5 volt is right, okay, 5 volt, 5 volt. Name is money, okay, 5 is right, 2 के स्टार 5 volt, बाकी लोग बताइए भाई। सर कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक कर दिया, 6 लिख दिया, ओके एलन, नो वरीज, डोंट वरी, कोई बात नहीं, देयर वाज इजी क्वेश्चन, तो सब लोग एक बार लाइक कर दीजिए भाई। चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ मूव करते हैं गाइस, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ चलते हैं, और ये काफी आसान क्वेश्चन था। एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जरा देखिए अगेन, ये नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन भी मेरा जो क्वेश्चन है वो आपका थोड़ा कुछ इस तरह का, मैं इसको दोबारा से लिख देता हूं, जरा देखिए। एक इंडक्टर है, एक रजिस्टर है, और यहां पे मेरे पास कैपेसिटर है, कुछ इस तरह का। एक बार जरा बता दीजिए कि क्वेश्चन करेक्ट है क्या। द नेटवर्क शोन बिलो हैज रेजोनेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी, रेजोनेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है वो है 150 किलोहर्ट्ज, ओके। रेजोनेंस फ्रीक्वेंसी इज गिवन एज 150 किलोहर्ट्ज एंड द बैंडविड्थ इज, बैंडविड्थ जो आपको दे रखी है दैट इज इक्वल टू 600 हर्ट्ज, 600 हर्ट्ज। नाउ द क्वालिटी फैक्टर, you have to calculate the quality factor. The quality factor, you can apply formula, direct formula based question. Quality factor will be equal to resonance frequency divided by bandwidth. मैंने उल्टा बोल दिया, बताइए क्या मैंने सही बोला, जरा बताइए भाई क्या मैंने सही बोला, इज इट करेक्ट? बोलिए दोस्तों, ओमेगा आर डिवाइड बाय बैंडविड्थ, ओमेगा आर डिवाइड बाय बैंडविड्थ, बोलिए दोस्तों। तो सो ओमेगा आर इज 150 किलोहर्ट्ज डिवाइड बाय 600 हर्ट्ज, सो द आंसर कम्स आउट टू बी 250. So Q factor will be 250, quality factor will be 250. 250 is the correct answer. किलोहर्ट्ज है, दिस इज किलोहर्ट्ज, गलती मत कीजिएगा, ठीक है। अगर ये हर्ट्ज में ले रहे हो तो इसको भी हर्ट्ज में लीजिए। इफ दिस इज इन रेडियन देन अगेन दिस इज इन रेडियन, सो ये हर्ट्ज में दे रखा था ऑलरेडी, यहाँ पे किलोहर्ट्ज है, 10⁻³ से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, ओके। सो एवरीबॉडी, हाँ जी बोलिए दोस्तों। RC is bandwidth, okay, yes sir, correct, okay, let's move to next question. Let's move to next question guys, and the next question is this question. In the circuit shown below, the magnitude of voltage V1 across 8 ohm resistor, it was based on nodal. You can directly apply nodal and you can calculate the value of, V1. So the value of V1 will be equal to, if you apply nodal, then V1 will be equal to, you don't have to apply nodal, you can directly calculate V1. V1 is equal to 8 into 10⁻³ into I. This is V1, and you have to find V1. Okay, now this value V1 is deciding this voltage source. So हम लोग क्या करेंगे दोस्तों, and this is sorted, so if I take 0 volt here, then I will get 0 volt at this point. तो अब यहां से अगर मैं करंट निकालूं दोस्तों, या फिर अगर मैं मान लीजिए करंट ना भी निकालूं और मैं अगर यहां पे KVL लगा दूं, सो KVL से मैं बोल सकता हूं कि टोटल वोल्टेज लूप की क्या बनेगी, 0। बट अगेन पहले तो आप ये बताइए सर्किट करेक्ट है, पहले ये बताइए क्या ये सर्किट करेक्ट है, पहले ये जरा कैलकुलेट कीजिए भाई, पहले ये बताइए इज दिस सर्किट करेक्ट। बोलिए दोस्तों, क्या ये सर्किट मेरा करेक्ट है, एक बार बताइए, यस और नो, जल्दी बोलिए। Sir, that's 0 only. Yes, okay. Circuit is correct. Okay. So let's apply, this volt is 0, this volt is 0, because this is sorted. So now we can find that V1 is equal to 8I. And this I think this must be 1 ampere, because I is not given. This dependent current source, I think there is some printing mistake, I think, in this question, because actually this dependent source is depending on V1 and this dependent source is not given. At what current this is dependent? Please tell me guys, इस dependent source की वैल्यू किस पे डिपेंड कर रही है? Which branch current is this? I. बोलिए भाई. There is I across 2.5 ohm. 2.5 is there, not there. 75 volt का करंट I होगा. Okay, this current is I think. This current is I. Is it correct, guys? बोलिए. Is it correct? Is it correct? Across 2 ohm. Okay. Is this correct? This current is I. I is flowing. Okay. Is this correct? Please tell me. Is this correct? Yes. Okay. So now we can calculate this I by applying KVL. It's directly KVL based question. So 75 minus 2000 I minus 0.5 V1 is equal to 0. And the value of V1 will be equal to this. V1 will be equal to this. So we can replace this V1 with this value, and it will be 75 minus 2000 I minus 0.5 into V1, and V1 is 8000 I. V1 is 8000 I, and this is equal to 0. So from this we can calculate I, and if I is, if we can find I, then we can put I at this place, and we can find V1. So the V1 comes out to be, I think it's V1 is 100 volt. V1 is 100 volt. If you have calculated, then the answer will be 100 volt. Please tell me, guys. कितने लोगों का सही है? बोलिए दोस्तों. कितने लोगों का करेक्ट है? 100 volt. 100 volt is the correct answer. बोलिए भाई. 100 volt. Okay. So let's move to the next question. I think this is the last question for network theory. So अभी आगे सर के साथ आप डिस्कस करेंगे क्वेश्चंस को.
Yes, guys.
Sir,
So few more control and EMTL questions. EMTL I've received only one question yet. I don't know, students are not providing. So whatever question we have received, let's discuss again control and EMFT and some more GA questions. Yes, guys, some more aptitude questions are there. Okay, so let's get started. I think this is the one. Okay, guys, sinusoid question, steady state response to sinusoid. Yes, come on everybody, you tell me what is the answer for this question. LTI system has the GS 100 upon S square plus 0.1 S plus 100. Then YT is A plus B sin 10t plus theta, where the input is given to you. Input is given to you 1 plus 0.1 sin 10t. What should be the output, everybody? What is the answers according to you guys? Okay, do I expect the correct answers from you? Come on, quickly. What is the value of A? Right. So now one of the portion of the signal is DC. Okay, what is the DC gain of this signal? अगर मैं इसका DC gain निकालूंगा तो 100 by 100, that is equal to the 1. If I put the S equal to J0, is it okay? So that simply means ki what should be the value of A? The input also has 1 into 1. A should be the 1, everybody. Yes, A should be the 1. D, B. What is that? Okay, guys, you see maybe options in your paper may be little different, but answer according to these options, everybody. Right. When I come to the value of B, B पे आ जाएंगे, let's convert into the frequency domain. So what is the GJ omega for this? That is equal to the 100 upon 100 minus omega square. This is S equal to J omega plus 0.1 J omega, and at the given frequency of omega equal to 10, the sinusoid frequency is 10. So omega ko 10 rakha, to you are getting 100 upon simply J. Right, 100 minus 100 0, and 0.1 into 100 is, 0.1 into 10 is 1. So 100 by J. That is 100 by J. Okay, so what is the correct answer? Now what is the magnitude? That means the magnitude part is the 100 and the phase part theta will be the minus 90 degree. 1 upon J hai to phase minus 90 degree likhenge. So what should be the value for B? B is equal to the amplitude of the given input signal 0.1 multiplied by the magnitude of the system at that frequency, and B ka value kitna aa gaya? B ka value 10 aa gaya. Is it correct? B is equal to 10. Yes. D. Some of you are giving B, just have a recorrection of that. D correct answer hai, B 100 aa raha hai. If they want to discuss the theta, to theta, suppose they want to ask theta, to theta is also there, minus 90 degree. Option D is the correct. Yes, cool. Okay, चलो तो move on करें next question की तरफ. बहुत ही simple सा question था ये. Yeah, D बिल्कुल correct answer है इसका, जैसे कि हम देख रहे हैं. Guys, what is this IIT Kharagpur doing? I don't know, maybe pandemic is the reason or whatever is the reason, but it's a surprisingly very easy paper across all subjects. Okay, so let's go into that. Marks 2 लिखा है क्या नन्हे? एक बार check करते हैं. Now marks is not mentioned. Guys, what was this question marking? Probably 2 marks. Yes, guys. आप में से जो पेपर दिए कितने marks का question था? Can you comment? I think probably 2 marks. This one is very simple. अरे find the value of zeta. ये एक टाइपो एरर है, इसको तो अभी हम करेक्ट कर देंगे, नो वरीज. find a value of the zeta and omega n for the block diagram shown in the figure. Arey Baba, what is the gain of this? Okay, this is simply 10 upon s plus 10. I hope you can solve now. G upon 1 plus GSHS. So what is the overall characteristic equation? Overall characteristic equation aa jayega 1 plus 10 divided by s plus 10, and that is cascaded with the gain of 10 by s equal to the 0. Solve kiya, s square plus 10s plus 100 equal to 0. Yahi se pata chala that omega n is equal to the 10. Right, omega n square is 100, and then 2 zeta omega n is 10. So what should be the value of zeta? That is equal to 1 by 2. Zeta is 1 by 2, that is 0.5, and 10 radian per second. Iska D ho raha hai kya? Yes, guys? Okay, yeah, 2 marks. Abhi says that was 2 marks. What is the answer for this, guys? That is the D. Very simple question. Very simple question. Thank you, Krishna. So yes, guys, these are 2 more questions of control system. 1 more question we discussed before to that. That was a stability, very simple question. I think extremely simple question. That was a range of K for stability. Why it was extremely simple? Because it was second order and we need not apply the RH also for this. Let's move ahead to the next question here on your screen. Okay, calculate the magnitude of current density, electromagnetic theory at the point 1, 2, 1. So what is the current density, guys? Arey, itna simple पूछा है 2 mark के लिए. 2 mark because of the calculation involved. The current density is given by the del cross H, basic Ampere circuital law, differential form of the Ampere circuital law. Ampere circuital law. Yes, guys, correct answer for this one. And what is the del cross H? Curl निकालना है केवल, nothing more. I J K, okay, del by del x, that is the del by del y, del by del z. The terms are also simple: x square y square, x square y square z square. And when you are going to calculate its value, I cap, यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 2x square y z square minus 0, del by del z करके 0 आया, minus the j term del by del x 2x y square z square minus del by del z इसका किया तो again 0 plus the k cap, and k cap के साथ del by del x 2xy square, okay, minus the 0. Right, that's it. No, 11 point नहीं आएगा, exact perfect 12 आएगा. Now what you need to do, that is the curl answer, and now you need to put 1, 2, 1. Guys, let's have more questions on the discussion. I know we are giving you the hints is more important. 1, 2, 1 जैसे put करेंगे answer. अच्छा, first you will get the vector and then take the magnitude. 12 will be the magnitude. Okay, magnitude of vector निकाल लोगे ना, root over of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay, 12 will turn out to be the magnitude. Yes, guys. Yeah, so some of you are giving the answer as 12 only. So this is very simple question. Basic Ampere's law. उससे ज़्यादा simple क्या पूछेंगे 2 marks के लिए? Basic Ampere's law. Right? Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. Let us move ahead to the next question here. Yes, the correct answer turns out to be the 12. Okay, तो इसी के साथ साथ हम लोग चलेंगे अगले question की तरफ. एक और चीज़ है यहाँ पे. Right? So guys, एक और चीज मैं यहाँ पे आप लोग को कंफर्म कर देता हूँ before going to the GA questions, and then we have some GA question. Right. One more question. Let us go back. Right. हमने एक possibility discuss किया था ना? Yes, guys. So yeah, it will not perform. I think what I have talked to so many of the students, the correct question is it will not perform only. Okay, so there was a slight confusion whether question is saying perform or not perform. ये E होना चाहिए. A, B, C, D, E are positive coefficients. So whether it will perform or not perform. So as let's discuss this again. Control बोल दो या network बोल दो, it does not matter. Or even you can count it in signals also. Okay, usually in control में ऐसा कम रखेंगे हम case. But let me tell you guys, it's more like network. But as I told you कि जैसे ही मैंने S का value 0 put किया, right, I am getting the value as B by E, and as I put infinity, I am getting the value as 0. So that is clearly meaning that कि ये 0 पे high gain दे रहा है, infinity पे 0 दे रहा है. That means it is not the high pass filter and it is the low pass filter. But the question is asking it will not perform. It will not perform. Now this is little bit improper options हम जरूर बोलेंगे, because low pass है तो band pass नहीं होना चाहिए, but I don't know what logic maybe IIT is trying to pull up कि first low set of frequencies बोल रहा है तो इसलिए band pass बोलेंगे इसको. Definitely it will not perform. अच्छा, integrator it could be like, suppose if I take the values of, ऐसा hint करता हूं कि if A and C are very high, if A and C are very high, suppose the coefficients, they are all positive, even let's not assume 0, if they're all positive and if I take A and C are very high as compared to the other coefficients, right, so then you are going to get AS divided by CS square, and that is the A by S, right, and 1 by S is the integrator. Yeah, so it is a possibility that it can be an integrator if A and C are very, very high, if the coefficients AC are very high, right, if the coefficients are very high. Okay, so then it may be an integrator also. वो typo error है, उसको neglect कर देना, right? So only thing that it cannot perform at all. It cannot perform at all at high pass. Although यहाँ पे band pass is a little controversial option to put up, right? But definitely something it cannot perform. अगर question यही correct है तो, because it is memory based, ध्यान रखना. But still, you know, मैंने बात से कई सारे स्टूडेंट से कंफर्म किया, mostly say it will not perform only, right? Mostly say it's not performed only. So according to this, high pass is the best possibility that you can select. Okay, it cannot perform. चलो बहुत बढ़िया. So let's move ahead, guys. Let's move ahead to the next question. Let us move ahead to the next question. ठीक है, तो कंट्रोल के कुछ क्वेश्चंस हमने किए हैं. EMTL I have got one question as of now.
एक चीज और, जैसे देखो बैंड पास फिल्टर भी इसलिए बोल सकते हैं, जैसे लो पास, देखो आपने जैसे बी और ई के ऊपर बताया. दोस्तों देखो एवरीवन, अगर if you'll put s equal to 0 in this equation, if you'll put s equal to 0 in this particular equation ना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, ये तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, इसको हटाता हूँ.
ठीक है, आप बोलो.
If you'll put b equal to, you can say that s equal to 0, you will get the answer b by e. And what happened if b is very small and e is very large? Then the ratio also, हाँ sir, ratio also you will get very low, right? And the b by e, if you are getting very low value, it means it is also going to reject the low frequency band. So it may be happen the band pass filter also, क्योंकि low को भी reject कर सकता है, low frequency को भी, high frequency को भी. So it is going to pass between the, you can say that the some particular range. So band pass filter होगा, LPF भी होगा, integrator भी होगा. Only the option which is not true is high pass filter. ये high pass filter.
And that is what I mean. That is confirmed. It cannot be the high pass filter. चलो. Okay, so where we are. Okay, so after control and EMFT, let's take up some questions that we have got ready for. GA again, right? Yes. 3 bells PQR are rung periodically in a school. And guys, if some of you have any EMFT question, yeah, Nyquist, some of you are asking Nyquist, but maybe that is a diagram based question we have not received. If you have any of the questions of EMFT or that Nyquist question of control, please share it in a telegram mein share karo, because maybe people are telling EMT other 3 questions are very lengthy to write and people have not able to recall. लंबा question है, memory based है, याद कैसे करेंगे? अगर आप में से किसी को भी कोई EMTL का question याद है और कंट्रोल का Nyquist वाला question आप बोल रहे हो, आपको याद है, हमारे टेलीग्राम में आप पोस्ट करो, राइट? 3 bells PQR are rung periodically in a school. P is rung every 20 minutes, Q is rung every 30 minutes, R is rung every 50 minutes. If all 3 bells are rung at 12 p.m, what will be the 3 bells ring together again at the next time? What is the next time? Okay, जहां पे वो तीनों एक साथ रंग करेंगे, and that means the time should be a multiple of all the 3. The question is simply we have taken language थोड़ी सी change है, but we have taken the similar questions once we were discussing the GA questions in our sessions earlier, right? So 20, 30, 50 का LCM that you can calculate 300, 2, 3, 5 are all co-primes with each other. So it is going to be 300 minutes. Okay, 300 minutes is nothing but the 5 hours. Okay, and the 5 hours, then the answer should be the 5 p.m. Answer should be the 5 p.m. That is what you have. Yes, so people are commenting A. Forever एक बार check कर लीजिए, 6 नहीं होगा, it is the 5. 300 minutes, that is 5 hours. 5 hours, everybody. Okay with that? Cool. चलो, move ahead करते हैं. तो basic LCM question, expected 1 mark. And इसी टाइप के क्वेश्चन हमने कभी पहले डिस्कस किए थे, बेस्ड ऑन द स्पीड्स, यू नो, कि 3 people start running और they are covering different distances, one and the same thing. Okay, persons की जगह bells है यहाँ पे. Moving ahead to the next one, guys. Get ready for the next one. In a 500-meter race, P and Q have the speeds in the ratio 3:4. Q starts the race when P has already covered 140. Okay. In a 500-meter race, quickly, we'll just keep on giving you the hint. P has already covered 140 meter distance, and then Q will start. Okay, what is the distance between P and Q when P wins the race? Okay, P wins the race, matlab P will complete the 500. So what is the remaining distance to be covered by P? 360, right? अब देखो, simple सी बात ये है. What is the distance between P and Q when P wins? At the moment when P wins, matlab at the same moment, Q कितना पीछे होगा when P has completed the race, and the ratio of the distances will be equal to the ratio of the speed. right? Because I want the answer at the same instant. At the instant when P wins the race, how much time Q is, what is the distance between P and Q at the same instant? I'm talking about same time. तो distance is speed into time, time को cancel कर देंगे. So ratio of distance is ratio of speed and ratio of speed is 3:4. ये हो गया बच्चों का question. What is the distance to be covered by P? 360, more distance. तो 360 is divided by the D2 should be 3/4. अगर 363 units के बराबर है तो D2 should be corresponding to 480. मतलब P has completed the race. D is 480, मतलब 20 meters behind. D has covered 480, मतलब it is 20 meters behind, and that means the answer should be D. ठीक है कि नहीं भाई लोग? Right. चलो, so that is the option number D. Yeah, so some of you are telling Alan, Abhishek, बढ़िया, 20 is the correct answer. Moving ahead to the next one. Guys, this is not MSQ यार, this is MCQ. ये MCQ है, MSQ तो है ही नहीं है. MSQ बना ही नहीं सकते यहाँ पे इस डेटा पे. Right. As you grow older, okay, simple verbal question, but itna, although I don't deal with verbal, but that is a lollipop question. An injury to your dash may take longer to dash. An injury to your heel. देखो सुबह CS में भी एक ऐसा question आया था, just checking up the spellings, fair and fair. Similarly it is here, heel and heel. Right, what is the answer you're telling? Correct answer guys, this is the correct answer. Heel, मतलब आपके एडियो का जो पोर्शन होता है उधर, right? Heel, it may take longer to heal, HEAL, ठीक है, उसको उभरने में कितना समय लगेगा? That is the heal, healing time, उभरने में, उस चोट को उभरने में कितना समय लगेगा? तो correct answer is the D. Okay, everybody, yeah, people are telling it is D. Correct answer. All cool, guys. Next question. There are two identical die, guys. Probability dice ka simple question. You know what they have done in this question? Only one thing that they have done in this question is little bit twisted the language. Rest all nothing extraordinary in this question. So there are two identical die with a single letter on each of the following 6 letters. Q, R, S, T, U, and V in each one of the faces. Right. So 6 letters, what we write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Q, R, S, T, U, V. कुछ भी लिख दो ना. मैं आपको एक चीज पता है, बार बार बोलता था, पढ़ाते किसी और सेंस में बोलता था, बट एक चीज बोलता था, नाम में क्या रखा है, ये वही बात है. Whether it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or Q, R, S, T, U, V. Right. That is what is given. Any of the 6 outcomes are equally likely. It's just like a fair dice, guys. Okay. 2 dice are thrown once independently at random. दोनों को एक बार थ्रो किया. What is the probability that outcome of the dice were composed only of any one of the combinations of following 3 outcomes? Q, U, V. Right. क्या बोला है? Q, U, V. These are 3 possibilities, right? Suppose I throw 1 dice. What is the probability that you get Q, U, V? Any one out of the Q, U, V. It is the 3 divided by total. The question is just like, I throw a dice 2 times. What is the probability of getting even in both? Even भी 3 नंबर होते हैं ना, ये वैसा ही कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट है, right? Then same. Okay, same I want the second dice also. The 3/6, 3/6, 1/2, 1/2 का प्रोडक्ट किया, आंसर 1/4. बोलो भाई, 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है यार, क्या चाहिए? Only thing is language. And while taking aptitude, I told you guys, ये गेट है. आप केवल क्वेश्चन को अच्छे से रीड करोगे ना, एप्टीट्यूड में कई बार वो उसी पे खेलते हैं. नथिंग मच गाइस. आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी बेसिक लेवल क्वेश्चन. सो वी हैव डिस्कस सम कंट्रोल सिस्टम, ईएमटी एंड जीए क्वेश्चंस. 2 जीए के क्वेश्चन इससे पहले भी किए थे, तो आई थिंक 6-7 क्वेश्चंस ऑफ जीए आर डन. We are waiting for some more EMT questions, so let me search for some more EMT question. After that, very soon I will come back with the engineering mathematics also. 7 questions are there from the engineering mathematics, and as I requested you guys, EMT का मेरे पास एक ही question आया है. अगर आप लोग के पास EMT के questions हैं, please share in the Telegram. You can share in my Telegram or any of the BYJU'S Telegram share you are associate to. Okay, so एक बार EMT के questions भाई लोग share करो. Right, and with this once again we have Ashutosh sir to discuss up the question of electrical machines. आइए सर, बिल्कुल. I think students are very eagerly waiting for the core subjects also. Sir, कैसा है? How is the machines this time?
Sir, this time machines, power system, both, that I can tell you for 2 subjects, that the questions are coming from the one of the most you can predict the paper.
Right.
The areas where you can very easily predict even before the examination. The sessions we have taken for the important questions, the important areas, because you see the parallel operation has been asked. Load frequency control is asked in the power system, and some of the basic questions dealing with the GMR concept has been asked, and the questions are direct. I think the paper is going to be moderate or
easy.
Less than moderate.
Less than moderate or easy, right? So yeah, at least in the control systems, whatever I have received, GA तो easy है ही, right? Maths में अभी जाके check करता हूँ, maths का 2 question जब तक मैंने check कर लिया था, they were pretty easy, right? GA is easy, control is very easy, EMT का एक ही question आया, and that is for 2 marks, so I think that is very easy, Ampere's law. तो according to what I have got in my subjects also very easy. Core है तो थोड़ा easy to moderate जा रहा होगा. Sir, why this is so? Maybe because pandemic situation. What IIT ने क्या bonus देना चाहा है बच्चों को?
Sir, what I feel is that so many times the students have prepared. I think they are getting so much information. They are having so much resources right now that every question they are thinking that this question has already been done in this class. This question already has been done in this session. So you can predict the paper. And if you see, sir, one important thing I have seen is some questions in power system and machines, I think only the data is changed. The structure of the question,
exactly.
Either it is 2014 or 2017, but the nature of the question was quite similar. If you have done the previous year questions, definitely you are going to have an edge in this year examination.
Definitely. So guys, yeah, hope अच्छा है paper जैसा भी गया. Hopefully it has gone good for you also. Some of you are asking prediction for EC, guys. See, since this is the last night for EC, I give you honest suggest. Let's not make any conclusive prediction here. एकदम conclude नहीं कर सकते because IITs को सर judge करना 100% judge करना difficult है.
It's not right.
Definitely EC is not going to be much difficult, but you know अभी आप ये सोच के जाओगे and अगर कल एकदम difficult आ गया तो then you will be worried. So आप जो कल तक expect कर रहे थे वही कीजिए. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If it is easy for all. If it is difficult, it will be difficult for all. Don't think much more than that. Right. Chalo guys. Sir,
yes, sir.
Over to you.
So friends, how was your performance in the machine? Just tell me quickly. Everyone? Yes, tell me in the comment section. So the next question that we are going to have is a very interesting question. The auto transformer is starting for the induction motor. He's saying there is a 3-phase 415 volts 50 hertz induction motor which is drawing 5 times the rated current at the rated voltage at the starting. So you can say the starting current is going to be 5 times the rated current, that is full load current. Then he's saying it is required to have, there should be, it is required to have 2 times of the rated current using a 3-phase auto transformer. Okay, so it is going to be, the starting current is going to be 2 times the full load current in this case. Now you see, when you are not using any method for the starting of the induction motor, so definitely you can say this IST is actually nothing but ISC. So if you apply, see, the direct relation you can apply that the starting current is X square times the short circuit current. Now you put the value, it is going to be 2 I full load, this is X square, and I think this is going to be, yes, this is going to be 5 times I full load. So I full load is going to be cancelled and X square you will be getting as, I think 2 upon 5, and if you calculate from here the value of X, I am just giving you the reference value, it is going to be 0.6324. So if you solve it in the percentage, it is going to be 63.24%. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you getting this? Yes, tell me. Are you getting this? Yes, no MSQ. So that was a direct question. Now let us move to the next question. The next question belongs to the DC motor, separately excited DC motor. Now see, this is one of the classical question. He is saying there is a separately excited DC motor with the armature resistance is given, and he is saying the field excitation is constant. The field excitation is constant means the field current which is directly proportional to the field flux. So if this is constant, so definitely you can say the field flux is also going to be constant. Now he is saying the load torque is directly proportional to the speed. He is saying the load, the first information he is giving that the torque is directly proportional to the speed. So you can write like this, say this is equation number 1. Second information is saying the motor is drawing a current of 30 ampere when it is running at a speed of 1000 RPM. So he is saying that IA1 for the first case, sorry, motor is drawing, so that is going to be same because separately excited the armature current and the line current is going to be same. So you can write directly IA1 is given as 30 ampere and the armature resistance is given as RA1 that is as 1 ohms. Now for the second case, he is saying what will be the speed in RPM when an additional resistance of 10 ohms is connected in the series. Now see what is happening. Anytime when you have to correlate with the speed, you have to use this relation E2 upon, sorry, this is going to be E1. E2 upon E1 is going to be directly proportional, or you can say is equal to, this is going to be phi 2 N2 upon phi 1 N1. Now you know that flux is going to be constant, so flux we are taking as constant, and this is going to be N2 upon N1. Now N1 value he has already mentioned, N1 value already he has mentioned as 1000 RPM. So what you have to solve is, you have to solve the N2. But when you are finding the N2, you have to write the back EMF for the first and the second case. In order to write the back EMF for the first and the second case, you have to know the armature current or the line current. Now the first case armature current is given. How you are going to find the armature current for the second case? For that purpose, he is giving you this information that torque is directly proportional to speed. You know that torque is given as K phi Ia, flux and K is constant, so you can say torque is directly proportional to Ia. So can I write, if torque is directly proportional to speed, so you can write Ia is directly proportional to speed, so you can write Ia2 upon Ia1 is equal to N2 upon N1. Is it clear? Are you getting this? So how many candidates are able to solve this? Tell me in the comment section. If you use these two equations, E2 and E1, you can write in terms of Ia2 and Ia1 by using the armature circuit KVL equation. And then you will be getting two equations, one from this and one from this. And if you solve this, as per my reference, just confirm whether you are getting the speed N2 as 482.75 RPM. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you getting this? Yes, Suren Babu, you're right. Tell me in the comment section. Guys, are you able to follow? Yes? So can I go to the next question? Can I go to the next question? Yes. Can I go to the next question? Yes, everyone? Okay. So let us go to the next question. The next question belongs to once again a classical question from the synchronous machines. He's saying a star connected 3-phase 400 volts 50 kVA 50 hertz synchronous motor has synchronous reactance. Synchronous reactance is given as XS, that is 1 ohm per phase, and with negligible armature resistance. So armature resistance is going to be 0. Then he's saying the shaft load of the motor is 10 kilowatt. So the shaft load P shaft is given as 10 kilowatt. He's saying while the power factor is 0.8 leading. The power factor is 0.8 leading. He is saying the loss in the motor is 2 kilowatt. The loss in the motor is 2 kilowatt. Yes. He is saying the magnitude of the per phase excitation EMF. He is asking the magnitude of the per phase excitation EMF. How you can write this? V cos phi minus IARA whole square plus V sin phi plus IAXS, and this is going to be the whole square. Now because armature resistance, he is saying armature resistance is 0. Now can you write for the current value? Can you write for the current value? What is the, I'm just giving you the reference value. If you use the three phase power equation, what is the current value you are getting? I'm just writing the reference value. Please check it. This is going to be 21.65, and this is going to be ampere. And this is going to be your current. This is going to be your current in per phase. Yes, everybody tell me in the comment section, are you getting this? Are you getting this? Now this current value you are going to use in this equation because that is going to be same as the armature current. Armature resistance is 0. Now the voltage, if you are writing, you have to write it here per phase. So what is going to be the per phase voltage that you are using? Per phase voltage, it is given as 400 volts, and because it is star connected, so this is going to be 400 upon root 3. And if you put the values and if you solve it, the excitation EMF you must be getting as 244.54 volts. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you getting this? Yes, Suren Babu, you're right. Are you getting this? Everybody tell me in the comment section. Is it clear, everyone? Tell me. Yes. So let us go to the next question. Without wasting much time, let us go to the next question. The next question is a very simple, very conventional, very direct question. The frequencies of the stator and the rotor frequencies flowing in a three-phase 8-pole induction motor, they are given. So the rotor frequency is given as, stator frequency is given as 40 hertz and the rotor frequency is mentioned as 1 hertz, and you have to write FR as slip times F. So you can find the slip, and this is going to be 1 upon 40. Now he is asking what is going to be the motor speed in RPM, so that you can write as NR is equal to NS1 minus S. Now this NS you have to write as 120 F. What is the frequency? Frequency at the stator side. Frequency at the stator side. So that is going to be 40 hertz. You have to take care of this. 40 hertz. The frequency at the stator side divided by number of poles, that is 8. 1 minus what is going to be the slip? The slip is going to be 1 upon 40. 1 upon 40. Just solve this. Just solve this and you will be getting your answer. As for my reference, it is going to be 585 RPM. Just confirm this. 585 RPM. Just tell me in the comment section. 585 RPM. Are you able to follow this? Yes, everyone. Yes, Vishal. Tell me, guys, how is the Josh? How you are feeling about the machine questions this year? Is it clear, everybody? So let us go to the next question. Now this question, I think this question is a direct question. You must be knowing this. He's asking that for a single phase induction motor, which of the following is going to have the maximum power factor during the steady state running condition? So that is just a theoretical question. What is the answer? What is the answer you have put? Just tell me. It is going to be capacitor start and capacitor run. Capacitor start and capacitor run. Yes, A2SOW, definitely is right. Now there is one more question. Which belongs to the power system, which actually I was not able to take in the first part of power system. Now let us discuss. He is saying the positive, negative and zero sequence impedance in per unit respectively for a 220 volt fully transposed three-phase transmission line. Which of the following choices are going to be the correct one? Now if you see in your transmission line, in a three-phase transmission line like this, suppose XS is going to be their series reactance and their mutual reactances are given as XM. Yes or no? Mutual reactances are given as XM. So how you are writing the positive and the negative sequence reactances? It is going to be XS minus XM. You know this. And the zero sequence you are writing as XS plus 2 times XM. So in general you can say the zero sequence reactance is going to be approximately 2.5 times or 3 times of the value of positive or negative sequence reactances. But if you see this question, because this is a memory based question, so I cannot be 100% sure, but if you have to see the valid positive, negative and zero sequence impedances, how you are going to follow is, if you observe, I think there is a mismatch in the sequence. Because the first thing is the positive and negative has to be same. So this can't be the right answer. This can be the right answer. Okay, this can be the right answer. Okay, so you have to see. Just check the options. So this is going to be wrong. All three same. This is going to be wrong, and this is also going to be wrong. So we have to check this just B option. You just check. I'm not sure. Just check. But if you go with A option, because X1 and X2 must be positive and negative, it must be same. Are you getting this? So this is also wrong. So as per the options given, if you see X1 and X2, directly you can write it is going to be same, and the zero sequence is going to be approximately 2.5 or 3 times. Yes. See, A option it is not possible because positive and negative has to be same. Positive and negative has to be same. But if you see the options, this option wrong, only B and C options are matching with this condition. Now the second condition is x0 value is going to be approximately 2.5 times. Yes, you're right. Zero sequence is going to be the maximum one. So if you see out of these two options, now this option cannot be true because all three are same. So this option is wrong. Positive and negative sequence not similar, wrong. Positive and negative sequence not same, wrong. So only this option is going to suffice the condition for the positive, negative and zero sequence reactances. Are you getting this? Now, if the question is like this, because this is a memory based question, so I can't be 100% sure. Let us see what is the correct language. If the language is little bit changed, then as per the correct question if you are having, then this can also be the correct one, because if this is going to be suppose x1 and this is going to be x2 and this is going to be x0, so this option is going to be correct. So as per the question I have got, I think this is going to be the correct answer. Is it clear for everybody? Just tell me in the comment section. Yes, Hussein, are you getting this? Tell me fast. So these are the questions I have to discuss, and now your favorite and our favorite Ashu Jhangra sir is once again with us, and he is going to discuss, sir, which subject you are going to discuss? Analog electronics. So guys, you are going to have much more fun. Believe me, Ashu sir is coming up with all his expertise with almost various subjects. So just enjoy the session. Just make it a big day for you, and keep on watching and keep on adding more and more students as possible. So thank you so much, Ashu sir.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू. सो हेलो गाइस, तो एक बार सब लोग यार लाइक करो यार, हैं थोड़ा लाइक कर दो. चलिए फिर आज अभी एनालॉग का डिस्कस करेंगे हम लोग. तो एनालॉग शुरू करते हैं, और मैं एक बार ज़रा माइक लगा लेता हूँ, उसके बाद हम लोग एनालॉग स्टार्ट करते हैं. ओके, सो एनालॉग का क्वेश्चन काफ़ी इजी थे, एंड तो चलिए मेरे पास कुछ क्वेश्चंस आ गए हैं एनालॉग के, तो उनको वी विल डिस्कस. एंड लेट्स स्टार्ट विद फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. इट इज़ गिवन दैट 0.1 volt and it is grounded. So you know that if this is ideal, then this voltage must be 0 volt. Okay, let me take so this voltage must be 0 volt, and if this is 0 and this is 0.1, then this capacitor must be in saturation. It means that the output voltage will always remain at minus V sat, because positive half is at 0 volt and negative half is at minus 0.1. It means negative terminal has a higher voltage, so the output will saturate at minus VDD or maybe minus VB, whatever it is, minus VDD or VB. So answer is A. Answer is Agra. So how many of you have corrected this question? I mean, tell me guys, बताइए कितने लोगों का correct है? Answer is Agra. Answer is A. Answer is A. Okay, let's move to next question. It was a very easy question because I think everybody know that this is in saturation. Okay, so you can say that if this is 0 volt, this is 0.1, this is higher, and it will always remain at 0.1 because the voltage source is connected directly to this point. That's why this point will always remain at 0.1 volt, and this is 0. So negative terminal will be at higher potential. This is 0. That's why it will always be saturated at minus VDD, because this is ideal operational amplifier. Okay, so let's move to next question, guys. And the next question is this question. This was again simple question, and you can directly solve this question. You can apply the sine wave. So the sine wave is like this. Sine wave is like this. Okay, when the voltage is higher, when this voltage is higher, at this terminal it is higher and at this terminal it is lower, then it will conduct. It will conduct because both the diode will be forward biased. In first half both the diode will be forward biased. That's why these diode will be sorted in the positive half, and the output voltage will be same as V in. Output voltage will be same as V in if V in is positive. If V in is positive, V out will be V in if V in is positive. So answer is बताइए भाई. Answer is Calcutta. Yeah, Calcutta is correct answer. So answer is Calcutta. Calcutta is correct answer. तो सब लोग बताइए भाई, अपना आंसर बताइए. Answer is Calcutta. Ellen Sam. Answer C. Okay. And बाकी लोग बताइए. Answer HVE. Survey C. बहुत बढ़िया भाई. बहुत अच्छा. Let's move to next question. It was, by the way, it was very easy question. Okay, let's move to next question. And the next question is, yeah, it was fine. It was a good question. So let's start with this question. In this question, it is we have to calculate the current gain. I out this current by I in this current. We have to calculate this ratio. So in this question, if this is 0 volt, then take it as because negative feedback is working, because current is flowing, that's why negative feedback is working. So we can take virtual sort. If this point is 0 volt, then this must be at 0 volt. So the constant current will flow from this capacitor, and this current is I in. And if in capacitor the current is constant, then capacitor voltage will rise linearly. So the capacitor voltage will be 1 by C integration I dt plus V0. But the initial voltage is 0, it is not given, so we can take initial voltage as 0. So it will be equal to 1 by CF I into I dt. dt from 0 to t you can calculate. So it will be I into t 1 by CF. So this will be the voltage across capacitor. Now if this voltage is 0 and capacitor voltage is this, then output voltage can be calculated as 0 plus this voltage, and it comes out to be I in, oh maaf kijiyega, yeah, I in into t divided by CF. Yeah, this is correct. So this is correct. तो ये voltage यहाँ पे output पे आ जाएगी. Now we have to find I out. We have to find this output current. We know the voltage across capacitor. This output voltage will be across this capacitor. And if we know the voltage across capacitor, which is changing with time, then we can calculate this current I out. And I output will be equal to Cc dV naught by dt. And it will be equal to Cc into derivative of this voltage. It will be I in by Cf. So I in will come down, and I out by I in will be equal to Cc by Cf. So the answer is, बताइए आंसर क्या होगा? Answer is Cc by Cf. Answer is Delhi, D. बताइए दोस्तों, कितने लोगों का करेक्ट है? आंसर इज डी, दिल्ली. कुछ लोगों ने माइनस कर दिया होगा मेरे ख्याल से, कुछ लोगों ने माइनस किया होगा, माइनस Cc by Cf. सो कितने लोगों ने माइनस किया? माइनस कितने लोगों ने किया बताइए, बोलिए दोस्तों. आंसर इज कैलकाटा, आंसर इज दिल्ली. बाय द वे, let me check it again. This is 0, so this voltage is again 0. The current will flow like this, I in, and this is constant current. So because this is DC current source, so the voltage will rise linearly, and the polarity of the voltage will be like this, because current is entering from this side. So the voltage across capacitor will be 1 by Cf integration I dt. So voltage will rise linearly across capacitor. And if this voltage is 0, you can directly add this voltage, you will get this point voltage, and this point voltage is I in t by Cf. And this voltage will be across this Cc. So you can calculate this current. This current will be equal to C dV naught by dt. And Cc, derivative of this voltage. Derivative of this voltage will be equal to I in by Cf. I in will come down, so I out upon I in will be Cc upon Cf. Answer is Delhi. Answer is Delhi. Yeah, D is correct answer by the way. कितने लोगों ने इसको A आंसर किया है बताइए? आगरा कितने लोगों ने किया है? A ऑप्शन कितने लोगों ने किया है बताइए दोस्तों? कितने लोगों ने A ऑप्शन किया है बताइए? How many of you have marked A? A is not correct, I think. A is wrong. Answer is D. If I am correct at this point, then answer is D. Answer is D. Yeah, D is correct answer. Okay. Let's move to next question, guys. Let's move to next question. And the next question is, yes. Next question is based on MOSFET. For an ideal MOSFET biased in saturation. It means MOSFET is in saturation zone. Okay, the magnitude of small signal current gain for a common drain amplifier. In a common drain amplifier, you have to calculate small signal current gain. It means, actually, if you take MOSFET, then the input current is 0. Input current is 0. And MOSFET is in saturation. So the more likely the answer will be Agra, A. How many of you have corrected this? Answer is Agra. Please tell me, guys. कितने लोगों का correct है? Answer is Agra. Answer is Agra. Answer is Agra, by the way. And the next question is, ये आपका power electrons का question मेरे से skip हो गया था last time. And let's solve this question. Okay, for buck boost converter, output voltage ripple is 1 volt. It means मेरा जो delta V naught है, that is 1 volt. Okay, and the current waveform is shown in the figure. Inductor current waveform is shown in the figure. Find the value of C. So inductor current को अगर आप देखते हैं, and because this is buck boost converter, so V naught upon VD. VD is the input voltage and V naught is the output voltage. It will be equal to D over 1 minus D. And equal to ID upon I naught. ID is the source current, I naught is the output current. We have to calculate D, and since it is continuous conduction, because inductor current is continuous, so you can put this formula. Okay, since this is buck boost converter, so you can directly put this formula. Now you have to calculate the average value of source current and the average value of output current, then you can directly find D. Now if the source current, if in the buck boost converter, if you look at the waveform of the source, then up to this point, this current will come from source, this current will come from source, and this current will come from output. So you can say that output current will be like this. So you can find the average value of both these two currents, and you can directly put ID upon I naught. Then you can calculate D, and D comes out to be 0.4. D comes out to be 0.4. Now if you know D, and if you know the wave shape of output current, then the average value will pass through resistance, and if we remove this average, if we subtract this average value, then the remaining current will pass through capacitor. It means the capacitor current will be like this. Capacitor current will be like this. Okay, and this area will be equal to delta Q. Because current is negative, it means voltage is decreasing. Voltage is decreasing, and the voltage will come from maximum voltage to minimum voltage. So you have to calculate this delta V. Delta V is given actually. Delta V is 1 volt. And if we calculate this area, then you can find delta Q, and then delta Q by C will be equal to delta V naught, which is given. Delta V naught is given. And delta Q you can find directly from this point. Now you can calculate C. So the C value will come out to be, let me tell you the answer, it will be 168 microfarad. 168 microfarad. Yeah, 168 is correct answer. Suhail Asraf, 168 is the correct answer. Okay guys, so let me check. Okay, these questions, I skipped this question, so I hope आप लोगों ने इसको solve कर लिया इस question को. Okay, yeah, there is one more question of power system, and I want to discuss that question. Maybe ये question भी बच गया है, so मैं उसको भी discuss करना चाहता हूँ. इस question को भी एक बार आप देख लीजिएगा. Yes, so the question is, so the question is 20 MVA. एक बार चेक कीजिए. पावर सिस्टम का क्वेश्चन है 20 MVA 11.2 kV 4 pole 50 Hz alternator has inertia constant of megajoule per MVA. It means H is given. H is equal to 15 megajoule per MVA. Okay. If the input and output power are, input power is this, output power is this. It means there is some accelerating power PA, and PA is equal to 5 megawatt. So you can calculate this in per unit. So PA will be equal to 5 upon 20 per unit. It means it is 1 by 4. Accelerating power is 1 by 4. Now we know that the acceleration, we know the formula of accelerating power. PA is equal to 2h by omega s d square delta by dt square. So this is angular acceleration, and you have to find in electrical degrees. So in degrees you have to calculate 2h by 360 pi f, 2 pi f. 2 pi, pi is 180, 360f. You have to replace this 360f. But 2 is, you can cut this 2 with 360 and it will be 180f. d square delta by dt square, and that is equal to 1 by 4. But this angular acceleration will be in electrical degrees. It is in electrical degrees, but the answer is asked is mechanical degrees. But first you have to calculate in electrical degrees. So d square delta by dt square will be equal to 1 by 4 into 180f. This is in electrical degrees. For converting this into mechanical degrees, you can calculate 2 by p. And 2 by p, p is 4. So you can calculate 2 by p. It will be in mechanical degrees. And the answer will be equal to 75. Answer will be equal to 75. I hope this is correct. So, बताइए भाई. It's tough. You cannot say that it is tough. I think moderate आप बोल सकते हो. कुछ क्वेश्चंस अच्छे थे, जैसे ये वाला क्वेश्चन अच्छा था. पिछला क्वेश्चन भी अगर आप देखें तो वो भी अच्छा. ये क्वेश्चन भी बहुत बढ़िया था, बिकॉज जनरली जो स्टूडेंट होता है वो रिपल करंट को छोड़ के जाता, मतलब रिपल वोल्टेज को स्किप करके जाता है. स्टूडेंट पढ़ता नहीं है रिपल को, बट काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. ये बहुत अच्छा था. एक सेमी कन्वर्टर का जो क्वेश्चन आया था, दैट वाज अगेन बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन था. उसको भी आप देखिए. मतलब पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स को अगर मैं डिफाइन करूं, पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स को अगर मैं बताऊं, तो पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स बहुत ठीक ठाक था. मतलब इतना भी बढ़िया नहीं था, बट एनीवे ओवरऑल अच्छा था पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. अगर मैं नेटवर्क की बात करूं, नेटवर्क वाज वेरी सिंपल, बहुत आसान था. सिग्नल भी एक क्वेश्चन अच्छा था. सिग्नल में जो सिंक वाला क्वेश्चन था वो भी हालांकि इतना मुश्किल नहीं था, बट वो भी इजी क्वेश्चन था. और अगर आप बात करते हैं पावर सिस्टम की, तो पावर सिस्टम का ये क्वेश्चन बहुत अच्छा था जो अभी अभी आपने सोल्व किया. उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप लोगों ने इसको करेक्ट किया होगा. 75 इज द करेक्ट आंसर आई सपोज. सो बाकी एक बार, क्योंकि अभी मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस है, तो एक बार जब वेरीफाई हो जाएगा तो और हम लोग देखेंगे. एक्टिव पावर का क्वेश्चन था पी से. हाँ, एक्टिव पावर का इनपुट पावर फैक्टर का एक क्वेश्चन था. एक एक्टिव पावर का था 50 ओम का. वो मैंने लास्ट में जब मैंने करवाया वो 50 ओम वाला ना, उसको जरूर आप एक बार देख लीजिएगा. 50 ओम वाला क्वेश्चन बहुत ईजी क्वेश्चन था वो. ठीक है, डायरेक्टली आप उसको सोल्व करते हैं. सिंपल डायोड लगा रखते हैं. एनालॉग का अच्छे क्वेश्चन आया. एक क्वेश्चन अभी मेरे पास पूरी तरह से आ नहीं पाया, जो Z इनपुट इम्पीडेंस या Z आउट, माफ कीजिएगा, Z आउट जो था वो log f के साथ प्लॉट किया गया था. उस क्वेश्चन को मैं अभी देख रहा हूँ. एक बार पूरी तरह से मेरे पास अगर आप लोग सेंड कर देंगे, देन हम लोग चेक करेंगे उस क्वेश्चन को एंड उसको हम सोल्व करके देंगे आपको. तो चलिए अभी हम मूव करते हैं. नेक्स्ट सर लेंगे. तो सर कौन सा क्या चीज़ आप करवा रहे हैं?
सर मैथ्स के क्वेश्चन है और एक और EMTL का क्वेश्चन मिला है.
ओके.
So guys, one more EMTL question. And that is like common to maths, we can say. Basically 13 marks of maths, and most of the questions of maths we have got, I think. Right, most of the questions we have got. Chalo, so let's check it out once. Just a second. Here it goes. Yahi hai na sara? Yes, all it is. Here it is. The probability density function of a continuous random variable is a e raised to the power minus 2 mod x. What should be the value of a? NAT2 marks, guys, come on, what's the answer for this one? Engineering mathematics, what should be the answer for this one? Quickly solve करते जाते हैं. आप लोग अपने आंसर शेयर करते जाओ. So what do you have to do, guys? It is very simple, that area under the PDF, that is integral minus infinity to infinity a e power minus 2 mod x dx should be equal to 1, right? Because it's a even, modulus is always an even function, so I can write down the integral as twice integral 0 से infinity a e power minus 2. और क्योंकि लिमिट को पॉजिटिव कर दिया है, for positive limit mod x is just equal to the x. For the positive limit, mod x is just equal to x. अरे already positive है ना? Right. Yes, guys, any answer for this one? Come on, nobody? What is the answer for this NAT type question? So we have 2a e raised to the power minus 2x divide by minus 2, limit 0 से infinity equal to 1. Just solve it up. You are going to get that the a is equal to the 1. 2 to 2 cancelled. Rest is just limit calculator. Put the upper minus lower limit. Yes, guys. Yes, Venkatesh, Ashutosh. Correct. Malvika, बहुत बढ़िया. Yeah, and all others also correct. 1 is the very correct answer, guys. Okay, moving ahead to the next. Chalo. Yes. Simple. Okay. Correct. Okay. Yes, so next. MCQ 2-mark question. Fx is equal to integral 0 से x e power t minus 1 t minus 2 dt. Then fx decreases in what interval? Fx decreases in what interval? So for decreasing or increasing, fx decreases where the f dash x, the derivative is less than 0. So what is the derivative of this function? If you try to realize from the Leibniz rule, okay, it is e power, it is the upper limit e power x, x minus 1, x minus 2, differentiation of x, or lower limit 0 है तो differentiation of 0 will be 0. तो केवल बचेगा function ft, right? So what is the function f dash x e power x, x minus 1, x minus 2, right? Yes, Abhishek, chances तो है मद्रास तक आपको जाएगा, although the topper will, this is a high scoring paper. Okay, now f dash x less than 0, e raised to the power x, x minus 1, x minus 2 will be less than 0. See, exponential is a positive number and exponential power will always be positive. So I have x minus 1, x minus 2 to be less than 0. And now since this is only the polynomial left, so I can take the wavy curve. For polynomial, you can take the wavy curve method. Now it is very simple. It will start from the right of the largest root and it will change sign. Yahan minus, yahan plus. I need the negative sign. I need the derivative 0. So that is possible between 1 se 2. For x belonging to 1 se 2, option number A correct. Guys, correctly said by you. Option number A is the very correct answer. Option number A is the very correct answer. Moving ahead to the next one. Right, moving ahead to the next one. Ye raha. This is x belonging to 1 to 2. Let fx be a function, scalar function. The direction in which the function increases most rapidly at the point 1, 0, 2. Function increases most rapidly. Okay, function increases most rapidly in the, that is one of the application of gradient. Correct, that is one of the application of gradient. अच्छा, इसका आंसर पहले से D मार्क्ड है, बहुत बढ़िया. The function increases most rapidly in the direction of gradient. Gradient also gives the direction of maximum rate of change of the function. So in the direction of gradient. तो इसका क्या हुआ? Gradient. What is the del f? It is I del phi by del x, जो कि हुआ 8x plus 3z square plus j. Differentiation with y will become the 7x. Differentiation with z is becoming the 3 into 2, so 6xz आ गया, right? We need to just put the point 1, 0, 2 and you get the option number D. Put कर देंगे, values आप निकाल लेंगे, answer आ जाएगा 2712. Option number D correct. Option number D correct for this. Okay, just check out your calculations. Option number D will be coming up correct. So it's again a very, so mathematics is more or less on the very simple side again. Very simple. Only thing is you must know what is the applications of gradient, और ये मैंने cover किया है, whether you see in the marathon or all those who are the paid students of the BYJU'S exam prep, all the multiple applications of gradient and questions based on that we have covered word to word. So need not worry, एक बहुत simple सा question है. Moving ahead to the next. Yes. Consider the matrix which satisfies some equation. Okay. Now, whenever guys you see that, higher powers are A involved, so I will apply what? I will simply apply the Cayley-Hamilton. It is a question based on the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. And according to the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, इसका characteristic equation मैं shortcut से लिखूंगा. Right, what is the characteristic equation? Lambda cube minus beta 1 lambda square 1, 4, 1 lambda square plus beta 2 lambda. Beta 2 मैं कैसे निकालता हूँ? वो होगा 4, then 6 and then 1. Right, नहीं पता है तो ये मैंने already I have discussed these techniques and tricks in previous of my lectures. Minus beta 3 determinant होगा, determinant दिख रहा है 1 into 4 plus 2, determinant 6 हो रहा है equal to 0. So now if I apply the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, every square matrix will satisfy its characteristic equation. So A cube minus 6A square plus 4 plus 6 plus 1, 11A minus 6I equal to 0. Multiplying by A inverse to get the inverse term. So A square minus 6A plus 11A into A inverse को identity लिख लेंगे, minus 6A inverse is equal to 0. So 6A inverse is A square minus 6A plus 11. So C is the minus 6, D is the plus 11I, D is the 11. C और D का value निकाला, तो what should be the C plus D, and that is equal to the 5. Correct guys? Correct. Sagnik, already gate 23 some batches are started at BYJU'S exam prep, and I think mid of February another batches will be starting for gate 23. Okay, just after the gate examination another batches will be starting. Let's move ahead. Answer is option number A. C plus D is 5. Correct guys? all correct. Let's move ahead to the next. ठीक है, एकदम सही करके आ रहे होगे आप, think, right? Yeah, I guess answer 5. This is again a very simple question. This is the 1 mark question that we have received. Consider the 3x3 matrix A whose elements are I minus j whole cube. What is the matrix A, guys? What is the matrix A? What is that matrix A? I minus j. So we know diagonal elements are A, I, j. I और j same होता है, they'll become 0. Then A12 I minus j का whole cube है. A12 minus 1 का cube minus 1. Right? A13 minus 2 का cube minus 8. यहाँ पे आएगा A21 2 minus 1 1 1 का cube 1. Right? यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? This is A23 minus 1 का cube minus 1. A31 3 minus 1 2 का cube 8. A32 1 1 का cube 1. What is this matrix? It's a skew symmetric matrix. It's a skew symmetric matrix. Right? Okay, the correct answer is A. Very simple. Very simple. Correct answer is A, skew symmetric matrix. Moving ahead to the next question. Simple है ना एकदम? चलो अगले क्वेश्चन पे चले जाते हैं. This is the skew symmetric. Yes. So if e power a denotes the exponential of a square matrix, say suppose lambda is the eigenvalue and v is the corresponding eigenvector, consider the two statements. E power a lambda is the eigenvalue of e power a. Yes, correct. And v remains, the eigenvector remains to be the same. They are both correct. This is just some of the properties that we have already discussed. इसको prove अभी नहीं करेंगे हम, इतना detail में नहीं जाना है. अगर आपको इसको detailed property देखना है तो we have covered in the earlier session. Yes, whatever algebra we apply to the matrix, basically it's whatever algebra we apply to the matrix, the same is applied to the eigenvalue. Correct. So both are correct. True, true. Answer is both. Correct? Chalo. So very simple question for 2 marks, I think. Simple. Next one. Moving ahead to the next question. Yeah, students are also telling it is the option number A. Very good, guys. Moving ahead to the next question here on your screen. Moving ahead to the next question here on your screen. Yes, let R be a region in first quadrant of xy plane enclosed by a closed curve. Enclosed by a closed curve. So that can be any closed curve, not necessarily a circle, okay? Closed curve considered in counterclockwise direction. Which of the following does not represent what? Area of the region R. Tell me. अरे यहाँ पे तो आंसर आ गया by default. Does not represents the area. Does not represents area. Right? 600 किसका? Right? Thank you, Sagnik. Come on, guys. What is the answer for this one? What is the answer for this one? Priyanshi, but what? Tell. कुछ बोलना चाह रहे हैं आप? Yes, so इसका आंसर ऑलरेडी देखो. Double integral dx dy is the area, or you can say integral fx dy. Sorry, integral fy dx and integral fx dy. That is also the area. Very simply, we can say that. Right, under the limit. C is the correct answer. That does not represent the area. Right, that does not represent the area. Yes, correct answer is C. Okay, this is very basics of calculus. इस पे already I think we know these facts. चाहते हैं next question की तरफ. That is the EMFT. That is, this can be a question common to maths and EMFT. Maths में इसलिए put नहीं करेंगे because since 13 marks is exhausted for maths and maths is 13 marks, but this is the electromagnetic theory question. The E is the electric field vector. Because we are talking in terms of EMFT, we'll say E is the electric field vector, and the question is asking find the del dot E dV, triple integral del dot D del dot E dV, triple integral del dot E dV. Right? Tell me. अगर आपने solve किया, NAT 2 marks question है. Right? Mechanical, let's wait for tomorrow for mechanical, Cyrus. Let's wait for tomorrow paper also. After the first weekend, we will conclude what exactly is there. Okay. What exactly is there for aptitude in maths after first weekend. Kal ka pura din nikal jaan do, then we are going to discuss that. Come on. So triple integral del dot E. What is the divergence of this here, guys? This is the very simple. What is the divergence of this? Okay. So अब इसको EMTL बोलो, maths बोलो, कहीं पे ही बोल सकते हो उसको. That is the 4x. Differentiation of 5y and then 3. This is basically 4x plus 8, and then I need the triple integral of the divergence, that is the 4x plus 8 dx dy dz. Okay, cube है, and because it is the cube, हमें पता है ना cube है तो all the limits will be constant. Okay, so 0 to 1, x, y, z are all belonging to 0 to 1, and that simply means limits are constant, variable separable है. So I just separate the variable. Integration of 4x is 2x square, 8 का integral 8x, limit of x is 0 to 1, integral dy is y, limit 0 to 1, integral dz is z, limit 0 to 1. आंसर निकाल लेंगे कितना है? This is 2 plus 8, 10. 1 1, and the final answer that is turning out is the 10. Do I have it in the comment box? Yes. Do I have it in the comment box? Right. Yes, Cyrus. Okay. So I've seen in the session, I've shown you in the sessions that whatever the type of questions were discussed in maths and aptitude, we have directly seen that questions in the class. Sir, subject?
Subject is analog electronics.
Okay, guys. So we have one more question received from analog electronics, and Ashu sir is again ready here. Yes, welcome, sir. Yeah, guys, आप लोग 10 बोल रहे हैं. Perfect, guy, perfect. So we have discussed mathematics के all 7 questions received, 1 2 marker and rest 6 marker. Right? Yes.
Okay, next.
This one? Cool. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Okay, guys. So this was the question जो students को जिसमें difficulty आ रही है, and I think काफ़ी स्टूडेंट ने किया होगा, and it was not very much simple question, but you have to calculate with some kind of approximation. So ये क्वेश्चन को अगर हम देखते हैं तो इसमें पूछा गया है कि आपको एक वोल्टेज फॉलोअर दिया है, and you have to calculate the output impedance of a non-ideal operational amplifier. Operational amplifier is non-ideal, okay, and और उसका नॉन आइडियल का आउटपुट इंपीडेंस बोला गया Z out. द वेरिएशन इन द मैग्नीट्यूड Z out विद इंक्रीजिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी विद द बेस्ट रिप्रेजेंटेशन विल बी. तो आपको ये कुछ आपको ऑप्शंस दे रखे हैं, इनमें से अपने को कैलकुलेट करना है कि किसका आंसर करेक्ट आएगा, मतलब कौन सा आंसर करेक्ट है. तो गाइस बताइए, मतलब आप लोग अगर कुछ गेस कर सकते हो इस क्वेश्चन को, क्योंकि ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन था. बोलिए, बताइए ना इसका क्या क्वेश्चन, क्या आंसर आएगा, एक बार बताइए भाई सब लोग. कितने लोग आगरा कह रहे हैं? आगरा कितने लोग बोल रहे हैं? ए, ओके. कितने लोग कैलकाटा बोल रहे हैं? कैलकाटा एंड दिल्ली. कितने लोग कैलकाटा एंड दिल्ली पे अपना मतलब अपना ऑप्शन डाल रहे हैं? बताइए. बॉम्बे, ओके. बॉम्बे, ओके. एंड कोई और भाई? आगरा, ओके. कैलकाटा कौन बोला? अनिल कुमार, ओके. आपने तुक्का मारा लगता है. Okay, let's discuss this question. Actually, maybe हम इस क्वेश्चन को लेके ना बाद में भी डिस्कस कुछ कर सकते हैं, बट अभी मैं आपको मेरा जो आंसर है और मेरा जो हमारी टीम के साथ जो डिस्कशन हुआ है उसके साथ जो हमारा प्रोबेबल जो आंसर है वो मैं आपको बताऊंगा, बिकॉज ये क्वेश्चन इतना ईजी नहीं था क्वेश्चन. तो ज़रा देखिए, फीडबैक के साथ अगर मैं आउटपुट इम्पीडेंस को बोलूँ तो मैं बोलूँगा 1 + E बीटा. ठीक है, अगर फीडबैक मेरी लगी हुई है तो आउटपुट इंपीडेंस को मैं कुछ इस तरह से डिनोट करूंगा. नाउ ए इज ए फंक्शन ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी. ए जो है मैं उसको फ्रीक्वेंसी का फंक्शन बोल सकता हूं, और ए को अगर मैं एक फर्स्ट ऑर्डर सिस्टम अज्यूम करके चलूं 1 मिनट के लिए, तो आई कैन से दैट इट इज ए नॉट डिवाइड बाई 1 + S बाई ओमेगा बी. आपने देखा होगा, ये आपने गेन बैंडविड्थ प्रोडक्ट में आपने ऐसा कुछ किया है कि भाई कुछ इस तरह का हमारे पास ये ओपन लूप सिस्टम का इस तरह का गेन होता है फ्रीक्वेंसी के साथ. ठीक है, तो इस तरह का अगर हम देखें तो ओमेगा के साथ आपका इस तरह का ये फर्स्ट ऑर्डर सिस्टम का गेन निकल के आता है, अगर मेरा ओपन प्रैक्टिकल है तो. और अगर मैं उसको फ्रीक्वेंसी डिपेंडेंट बनाना चाहता हूँ तो देन आप उसको इस तरह से लिख सकते हो. नाउ अगर मैं इसको यहाँ पे अगर मैं देखूँ तो मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ कि ओमेगा के साथ अगर लोअर ओमेगा पे देखते हो, ओमेगा इज़ वेरी स्मॉल, देन आई कैन से दैट ए इज़ कॉन्स्टेंट. अगर ओमेगा मेरा काफ़ी स्मॉल है देन ए इज़ कॉन्स्टेंट. सो आप कह सकते हो, और ए मेरा लार्ज भी है. नो अगर मैं ओमेगा की वैल्यू को बढ़ाता हूं देन ए डिक्रीजेस, ए मेरा डिक्रीज हो रहा है. इफ ए डिक्रीजेस द ओवरऑल वैल्यू विल इंक्रीज. इफ ए डिक्रीजेस द ओवरऑल वैल्यू विल डिक्रीज. अच्छा, अब अगर मैं ओमेगा की वैल्यू वेरी लार्ज कर दूं, अगर आप वेरी लार्ज कर देंगे ओमेगा की वैल्यू, देन तो ए बहुत छोटा हो जाएगा. मतलब अगर मैं इसको रफली प्लॉट करके देखो, बिकॉज देखो मैं आपको क्लियरली बता रहा हूँ, मैं आपको इसको एग्जैक्ट मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, इसके ऊपर मुझे और डिस्कशन करना है, बट मैं आपको जो प्रोबेबल जो है मुझे जो लग रहा है, क्योंकि इसके ऊपर बहुत डिस्कशन अभी होना है मेरा, तो और हमारी टीम के साथ भी इसका पूरा डिस्कशन होगा, बट जो प्रोबेबल आंसर मुझे लग रहा है, अगर मेरा एफ मेरा काफ़ी स्मॉल है, अगर स्मॉल है तो आप इस एस को नेग्लेक्ट कर सकते हो, इट मीन दिस इज कॉन्स्टेंट, सो जेड विल बी कॉन्स्टेंट, जो मेरा जेड आउटपुट होगा that will remain constant. It means lower f पे z constant रहेगा. अब यहाँ पे भी z constant है, यहाँ पे भी constant है और यहाँ पे भी constant है. बट जैसे जैसे आप फ्रीक्वेंसी को इंक्रीज करोगे तो मेरा z जो है बढ़ना चाहिए. ठीक है, अब z अगर बढ़ना चाहिए तो जो ज़्यादा जो इसको सही बोल रहा है वो है कैलकाटा आंसर, क्योंकि अगर आप इसमें देखेंगे तो f के साथ मेरा z जो है वो इंक्रीज हो रहा है. तो मुझे मतलब अभी मैं इसको और थोड़ा सा एक परफेक्ट सॉल्यूशन के साथ हम लोग लेके आएंगे, बट अभी के लिए मेरे हिसाब से सी इज़ करेक्ट आंसर. ठीक है, बिकॉज जहाँ तक मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि इसमें ये इस तरह का वेव फॉर्म बनेगा लोग के साथ अगर आप इसको प्लॉट करेंगे तो. सो आई डोंट नो ये कितने लोगों का करेक्ट है, कितने लोगों ने सी करेक्ट किया है, कैलकाटा कितने लोगों ने करेक्ट किया है. बाय द वे आई थिंक सी इज़ करेक्ट आंसर, बट ये जस्ट अप्रोक्सीमेशन है, इसके ऊपर अभी और डिस्कशन होना है. मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ इस चीज़ को. सो आप लोगों को इस चीज़ को ध्यान रखना है. तो सर अभी हाँ जी,
एक और चीज सर, यहाँ पे ये क्वेश्चन तो एमसीक्यू ही है, ये कुछ टाइपो एरर हुआ
ओके ओके ओके,
क्वेश्चन तो एमसीक्यू ही है ये. चलिए
हाँ
सो
जी सर.
So guys, I think that's it. We have discussed many questions, sir. I think 40-50 तो हो ही गए होंगे आज के सेशन में. हाँ, I think near about 15-17 क्वेश्चन तो मैंने ही डिस्कस किए हैं.
तो आपने मेरे ख्याल से एप्टीट्यूड एंड मैथ्स एंड
कंट्रोल एंड EMFT.
तो आप कैसे उसको सर
कंट्रोल वेरी इजी, EMFT मेरे हिसाब से तो वेरी इजी, लेकिन बच्चों को क्योंकि थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लगता है, तो लेकिन बच्चों के हिसाब से भी इजी. EMFT इजी, 2 क्वेश्चन मिले थे EMFT का. ऑल्दो कंट्रोल वेरी इजी एज ऑफ द 3 or 4 क्वेश्चंस वी रिसीव्ड. ओके, maths and aptitude extremely easy. There's nothing like maths. 13 marks, 110% scoring. Right. So overall easy, sir. What about the opinion of power electronics, power system or measurement? Core का क्या opinion है?
मेजरमेंट से मुझे कोई क्वेश्चन नजर नहीं आया. एक क्वेश्चन जरूर क्वालिटी फैक्टर का जरूर एक क्वेश्चन आया था, बट जिस तरह का हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे कि वॉट मीटर मेथड, लिसेजियस पैटर्न, वोल्ट मीटर, एमीटर रेंज, वो सब नहीं आया. तो एक क्वेश्चन जरूर क्वालिटी फैक्टर के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आया, तो दैट वाज इजी क्वेश्चन अगेन. और अगर आप पावर सिस्टम की बात करें तो एक क्वेश्चन उसमें पावर सिस्टम में अच्छा क्वेश्चन था, एंड एक कुछ पावर लॉस का भी एक क्वेश्चन था जो थोड़ा सा घुमा रखा था, बट अदरवाइज पावर सिस्टम वाज नॉट वेरी मच डिफिकल्ट. उसके बाद अगर पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की अगर मैं बात करूं सर, पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाज मे बी 1 or 2 क्वेश्चन वाज वेरी गुड. आई थिंक जो आपका सेमी कन्वर्टर वाला जो क्वेश्चन था, एंड एक क्वेश्चन और आपका पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में पूछा गया था जिसमें इनपुट पावर फैक्टर, हालांकि वो इजी क्वेश्चन थे, एक एवरेज स्टूडेंट उनको सोल्व कर सकता है. एक बक बूस्ट कन्वर्टर का बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन आया, मतलब अच्छा था, क्योंकि जनरली जो स्टूडेंट होता है सर वो कैपेसिटर का जो रिपल का जो कंसेप्ट होता है उसको छोड़ के जाता है.
राइट.
तो उस सेंस में अगर मैं देखूं तो वो क्वेश्चन काफ़ी बढ़िया था. तो जी सर.
So I think overall paper easy to moderate. Okay, some questions, some subjects very easy. Core में भी कुछ questions easy ही थे, but few questions, and that is what they will play always. Electrical they'll try to play with the core subjects more. Right. Digital भी मैंने देखा, digital was also very extremely easy. So guys, more or less, I think sir, मुझे लग रहा है cutoff can be somewhere around 35 this time. What's your expectation? थोड़ा सा
sir, I will go with 28 to 32.
28 to 32. Okay. Yeah. So I predict, guys. Yeah, that's what. Let's see what happens actually. और अभी सर पूरा पेपर भी नहीं है हमारे पास. You know, if 15-20 questions more come up, so there can be a situation. So I was predicting somewhere 35. उससे close हो सकता है. Let's see what happens with the more questions we get. Sir, टॉपर के मार्क्स क्या होंगे इस लेवल के पेपर में? एक प्रेडिक्शन, इट मे बी रॉन्ग आल्सो, बिकॉज़ टॉप ऑल इंडिया रैंक 1 एक बहुत अनोखी चीज होती है.
सर अगर मुझसे पूछे तो आई थिंक अबव 90.
Same. I have this time I have the same feeling with electrical because the type of question. So देखो 2-3 क्वेश्चन तो टफ होते हैं, ठीक है. और टॉपर की यही क्वालिटी है that he is going to do the 2-3 difficult also. 2-3 difficult
वही डिफरेंस पैदा
करता है. और बाकी तो जो 2-3 difficult कर रहा है रेस्ट तो वो कर ही लेगा. So I think I also go with 90 plus being the topper. Yes. So let's see what happens. Correct.
Okay, yes. In the range 85 to 80.
85 to 85 नहीं,
maybe
it may be top,
yeah.
it may be 90 plus, I predict, ठीक है. हाँ, अब अगर कोई एकदम ब्लंडर कराया तो अलग बात है, but 90 plus can be the case, okay. But definitely, you know, if you are going 80 plus, sir, कुछ भी हो 80 plus, students are expecting a good rank.
हाँ 80 प्लस इवन
Usually sir, sometimes 70 plus अच्छा हो जाता है इलेक्ट्रिकल में, but इस बार 70 plus will be good but not very good.
not very good, not very good.
70 plus will not be very good this time.
अगर आप 78 प्लस और 80 की लाइन में अगर आ जाते हैं तो then will be I mean you are in better position.
But guys, yeah, everything will be decided by 65 questions, not by 40-50 questions. तो I think sir, जब तक पूरे question नहीं आएंगे, we cannot give a final conclusion. But according to the paper received till now, that is what is the thing, right? जैसे बच्चे बोल रहे हैं कंट्रोल का नाइक्विस्ट का एक क्वेश्चन है, डिस्कस कीजिए, बट I have not received that. and बच्चों से बोला भी कहीं टेलीग्राम पे डालने, but we are not receiving that.
फिल्टर का भी एक कुछ क्वेश्चन कुछ आया था सर, वो आई थिंक हमें भी पूरी तरह से मिला नहीं.
हाँ, मे भी पूरी तरीके से उसके ऑप्शन से आता वो जो बैंड पास एंड
exactly
राइट, so that cannot be band pass also, that cannot be low pass also. So exactly, maybe you know जो स्टूडेंट्स ने क्वेश्चन शेयर किया है, maybe there is some change in that. You know, it's all memory based guys, you know. और आप लोग भी एग्जाम से निकल के आए हो सकता है आपको परफेक्ट याद ना हो. मैं भी शायद एग्जाम दे के आता तो मुझे पूरे क्वेश्चंस याद नहीं होते, राइट.
तो अभी जब पूरी तरह से हमारे पास पूरा क्वेश्चंस आ जाएगा तो हम और बेहतर तरीके से आपको वो चीज
we'll give you the complete solution after 65 questions with the perfect, that will not be memory based, that will be perfect questions. और तब हम पूरा एक और डिस्कशन करेंगे कि what should be the cut off, what should be the toppers marks, सब सारे 65 questions आएंगे. That will be I think a perfect analysis of the paper. But yeah, on the day of paper, yeah, I think it's a good discussion of around 40-50 questions. Over and above that, all the electronic students are अनिकेत रिमेंबर करे तो मैं कितनी बार बोला था टेलीग्राम में शेयर करो, बिकॉज उसमें कुछ प्लॉट होगा, ड्रॉ एंड शेयर ऑन द टेलीग्राम, राइट. बट शायद किसी ने किया नहीं अभी तक, राइट. अच्छा, यू आर टॉलिंग अबाउट दैट वन नॉट परफॉर्म नेटवर्क वाला. हाँ, वो मैं दोबारा से डिस्कस भी किया था. इफ इट इज नॉट परफॉर्म आल्सो, द बेस्ट ऑप्शन यू कैन सिलेक्ट इज हाई पास, द बेस्ट ऑप्शन. आई डोंट से कि वो 100% करेक्ट लग रहा है, बट बेस्ट पॉसिबिलिटी दैट यू कैन सिलेक्ट इज द बैंड पास. सो यस, थैंक यू गाइस एंड ऑल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्टूडेंट्स. आई थिंक सम ऑफ यू माइट बी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, जो देख रहे थे कि इलेक्ट्रिकल के जो कॉमन सब्जेक्ट्स हैं वो किस लेवल के हैं, कल क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. बट डोंट बी ओवर एक्साइटेड विद दिस गाइस, बिकॉज यू कैन नेवर ट्रस्ट IITs. मे बी इलेक्ट्रिकल ईजी है तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स
लास्ट ईयर भी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का बढ़िया पेपर.
हाँ, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का बहुत बढ़िया था लास्ट ईयर. सो डू नॉट यू नो मेक एनी प्रेडिक्शंस, बिकॉज आपने जो कल तक सोचा था मैं बोलूंगा वही सोच के जाओ. ओके, नो MSQs इन इलेक्ट्रिकल. देयर मे बी नो MSQs इन EC ऑल्सो, बट देयर कैन बी फ्यू. ओके, ठीक है, लेकिन हाँ 5 से ज्यादा नहीं होंगे.
यू आर लकी.
हाँ, लकी वो तो लकी हो. लेकिन अगर आता भी है तो इट्स गोइंग टू बी लेस देन 5, ये मान के चलना, राइट. सो बट डोंट बी वेरी एक्साइटेड कि 0 ही होगा. ओके, बिकॉज IIT हैज अ हैबिट ऑफ गिविंग द ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न्स. ओके, सो आपने जो कल तक सोचा था वही सोच के रखो. यस, सो आई थिंक दैट्स इट फॉर द सेशन गाइस.
ओके गाइस, सो
कल फिर से मिलेंगे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के डिस्कशन के लिए स्ट्रेट आफ्टर 12. आई थिंक 12 बजे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का पेपर खत्म है, एंड स्ट्रेट आफ्टर दैट विल कम लाइव एंड डिस्कस द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स क्वेश्चंस.
ओके गाइस.
Yes.